Well, hi, Raptor Nation. What's good with you guys? What is good with you all today? Welcome. How are we all? What's good? It is Sunday. It is Sunday. It is Sunday. Tell you what, I am having all kinds of fun today. With technical difficulties, I swear it feels like nothing wants to work right now. It's amazing that there's actually a stream on right now. That is how fucking bad it is. The bitrate is fucking up something chronic. My Discord blasts weren't working. Cats were befriending dogs. Mass hysteria. But hey, here we are. We're online. We are rolling. I'm having issues with OBS. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to bear with me. Don't you worry though. I've got I've got a lineup of streamers here for us. Don't you worry about it at all. Okay. Oh, Leaper, thank you. Yeah, you like it? You like it? As promised, my guy. As promised. We are having ourselves a onesie podcast. It's a onesie podcast, guys. That's what you get. You get onesies. Is this Kylo's onesie? No, this is mine. Kylo's got his own onesie. we're a house full of onesie wearers. You know how it is. Guys, it's Sunday. I hope, provided that you're of age, which, if you're watching this, you probably should be of age anyway, but I hope that wherever you are, you've got yourself a bevo, you're chilling out, you're having a damn good time. Look, I'm gonna onesie funsy. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. You wish you could sub. Why can't you sub, Leaper? Like, what's wrong? Why can't you? Let me tell you guys. I'm gonna rip off a band-aid real quick for you. Okay, it's nothing too crazy or terrible. You don't have a card. Oh, yikes. Well, the good news is, Leaper, you can just vibe and hang out, my guy. You can just hang out and, cover your ears. Shit. Okay. Yeah, to the pub. Let's go. The pub. Well, where I am, the pubs are open, guys. The pubs are motherfucking open. It's amazing that I'm not podcasting from the pub right now. Why is that? Actually, no, seriously, I'm asking you, why is that? I'm quitting stream. Yep, that's it. I'm hanging it up. I'm still wearing the onesie, okay? But no, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to the pub. Goodbye. Just kidding. I'd never leave you guys. You know it. You are my pub. Raptor Nation, you are my motherfucking pub. You know it. All of you. You do. How could you not? No, honestly, how could you not know? How does that go missing on you? Guys, as I was saying, I need to rip this band-aid off super quick. Okay. Stream was advertised. Podcast was advertised as having Henzotheweirdo on with us. Unfortunately, my dude can't make it. He can't come on. Super sad. Look, there's a story behind all this. What it is this. Guys, I complain a lot about the YouTube bear. Well, the YouTube bear has claimed Henzotheweirdo for this afternoon anyway. You've seen him. The guy is, he's bigger than I am. Let's put it that way. Okay, he's good. He can take the bear, but right now he's fighting the YouTube bear. Is what's happening. It's a good old battle royale. There's a story behind it. I'll give you the abridged version. Okay, as you know, Henzo, he's the manager at a gym. All right, Karen walked into the gym, demanded to speak to the manager, as Karens do. And look, Henzo, fucked her off because she's a Karen, and fuck Karens everywhere. And what ended up happening is Karen then called the YouTube bear onto Henzo. So he's fighting a bear right now. And so he won't be with us on the podcast today. Don't you worry though. We have a hot lineup of streamers all the same. So don't you worry at all. Okay. I will unveil our lineup very, very, very soon. In the meantime, a couple of legendary things have just happened. What are they? What are those? No, I'm joking. What are they? We've got Talking Steve. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Appreciate you. I do. Okay. And Kashababey. Kashababey coming on. What? I swear I was just talking to Kashababey. What is she doing in chat gifting subs? Fam, what the fuck? Well, Leaper, look at that. Look at that. Say, oh, there you go. Yep, you've said thanks to Kasha. Good. Good. GG, Kasha. Leaper, my guy. It is your lucky day. It is your motherfucking lucky day. Kashababey. You are, as of right now, a Raptor Nation sub. And what a time to be a Raptor Nation sub. You get that sexy little badge next to your name. You get some hot emotes. And, well, I just have one thing to say to you. If you don't know already, make sure you've strapped yourself in. You know, get some rope, some tape, something, okay? Because to you, Leaper, I say this. Fus Roda! Congratulations, dude. And thanks again, Kasha, coming in clutch. Girl, like, just MVP mode you are right now. Shit. Who are you? You're something else. Well, guys, hello, Megalorazard. What's good with you, fam? What's up? Harlot is in hot water. Your pub is Dead Man's Drink in Skyrim. Yes, that would be about right. That would be about right, Harlot. Absolutely. Guys. Look, we will get into the podcast today. As I said, having technical difficulties. Anyone that knows anything about OBS knows it's just shit. I'm just going to quickly try what I want to do one more time. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to give up on life and go to the pub. No, I'm joking. If it doesn't work, then there's another way. It's just fucking messy and I don't want to do it this way. But it looks like I'm going to have to. Rip. Okay, no, we can. This is fine. We can do this. See, what I'll do is this, right? So I will look at us here. Yep. Okay, good. And we will go this. We will do it this way, guys. Just bear with me. This is gonna look like shit for a second. Okay. Yep, that's all there. Oh, okay. Now we have the sidebar though. So I don't want that sidebar like that. Just bear with me. Just shows the whole fucking thing, doesn't it? Fusrodar, the PC. Oh, I will in a second. Well, hang on. What if I just... Can I like do something? Okay, you know what? I'm going to unmute the streamers because you can see them. Okay, guys, can I get rid of this? No?
What are you trying to get rid of?
The sidebar off the stream.
Okay, maximize your Discord.
I think it is.
One half off and one half.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Call you back later. Just me Excel lined up for a waterproofing job.
Oh yeah, nice.
Sweet.
Sorry, not sorry.
Rip.
Oh no, she's a single mum, so I was like, hey, you want work? Need a wet area done.
Okay, no, that's made it smaller. Okay, that's larger. You know what? We might just have to live with that. I hate it though. I hate it. Why is that like that?
I don't know, give us a little look.
Doing your best.
And then like this. Oh fuck! You redeemed burpees? No, it's just like that. Okay. Rip.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we look bigger.
So I was like, sorry, not sorry.
Oh, that's what you were saying it too. Fuck. Do I have enough room to do burpees in here? In a onesie?
Do I have to do it side on?
Theater mode, you reckon?
Oh shit! Hey Coop.
like this. No, that doesn't work.
Hold on, I need to chuck this in.
Okay, I got to do my burpees. Thanks a lot, Kasha. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do them side on.
Yes.
I'm gonna in a onesie. Onesies and a burpee. Ah, Rika, you subbed. Okay, I'll acknowledge that when I finish my. Yeah, you resubbed. That's okay. I still have to acknowledge. This is fucked. How am I gonna do burpees in a onesie? All right, here we go. Thanks. Oh, fuck. 1. 2.
You need a wide angle
3.
camera so we make sure you're doing these burpees properly, mate.
Yeah, oh god, this hurts. 4. Did I tell you I went to the gym and climbed a mountain today? 5.
No. You definitely all warmed up ready to go for the burpees.
6. No, I did chest, so this is fucked. My boobs hurt.
Boobs hurt.
7. Whew. 8.
Don't talk about boobs too, sorry, it's all good.
9.
Movie club.
10. How about my tail? Oh, thanks for that, Kasha. Boy, oh boy. Whew. And Rika, don't worry, I haven't forgotten my guy. To you I say, Fus Roda! Boy, oh boy.
I love it.
Boy, oh boy. How about it? Oh.
Hey, chat, rep this merch too, bro. Like, it's good shit.
Hey, oh. You like it? Yes, guys. Okay, so, which reminds me, let me quickly, before we do a plug on the merch, let me quickly introduce you all to our lineup of streamers for today. Here we are, Raptor Pen podcast number 4. Okay, to my right, rocking, is that a Mr. Meeseeks onesie?
There is.
It's Kashababey. Kasha, how you doing?
I am doing quite well. I've got my dad mug, so obviously it's wearing for a good ride.
Yes. And speaking of merch, we have our own Raptor Nation mug in the merch store. So feel free to purchase that. No, I'm joking. Guys, we're not flogging our wares here today. I'm literally just being a dickhead. But
I put dad on it just to stick with the theme of dad.
Oh, maybe I should. I have that power. I can do that. Watch this space.
Make a custom one for me, it's just daddy.
All right. Now, as I mentioned, we have a fresh face for today. So directly below me on the screen today is not below me in the food chain, that's for sure. It's Reeker911. How you doing, my guy?
How you going, guys? G'day.
Reeker.
G'day. Thanks for having me, Coop.
Yeah, no, thank you for jumping in, my guy. Everybody's shocked to hear about Henzo getting taken out by the YouTube bear. Appreciate you jumping in with us today, my guy. Tell us a few things about yourself, though. This is your first time on the podcast.
It is.
Sick. Well, we'll get into it shortly, Rika. First, though, I do want to again introduce the one and the only EGNSsrenna. How you doing, my girl?
I'm doing fantastic.
You're fantastic. Oh, that's excellent. I love that. Yeah, Harlot, we were just flogging merch off. Don't you worry. Srenna, how's your week been? I love the hair.
Get the merch, bro.
I love the hair, Srenna. You're back on the blue.
Thank you. We're switching it up.
Oh, seriously, that's why I wear a hat, guys. Is Srenna's hair game and Cash's hair game just makes me look like a fucking idiot. So, I'm just stuck forever wearing caps. That's how it be. But no, seriously, guys. As you can see, my boy Rika, he's wearing the awesome Raptor Nation cap. Really appreciate that, dude. Really appreciate that. What I also appreciate is Uka Studanukum. Uka Studanukum? Nukem. I'm going to call you Nukem. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Okay, guys, without further ado, I think we've fucked around for long enough today. Let's get on to a really, really serious topic. Now, something that happened...
Before we get into the serious topic,
yes.
we do have 10 more birthdays.
Oh, shit. Doyles!
Doyle's just released the release.
Ah!
You need to probably get a wide-angle camera, bro. Because we want to make sure you're
Doyles! My boobs are sore just thinking about it. Alright. Alright. Okay. Whew, okay. Doyles, you're not even like in chat, dude. How do I even know you're there right now? It's like the worst day this could happen. Like, you could do this any other stream, Doyles. Any other fucking stream. Okay, here we go. God. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Oh shit. 7. Why am I so heavy? Why am I so heavy? 8.
You're a cool fella. Put all that weight.
9. 10. Oh shit. You know. You know the worst part? It's not even the cardio side of it that's hard right now. I just have no strength left.
Oh, that's all right.
Doyles, I hate you. But also, I love you. You low-key deserve that. Kasha.
Kitty's getting revenge for you, Coop. She's
Harlot.
like, "Fuck you, I'm stabbed."
Thank you very much for the bits, my guy. Appreciate you. Boy, oh boy. Well, by the time we're finished this podcast, guys, I'm going to have like double D's for pectoral muscles. Like, this is great. This is great.
That's fucking sick. Yeah, we'll take you shopping the bras and things.
I'll need a sports bra.
And Serena can, like, you know, hit you up, set you up.
Well, anyway. Anyway, so now that I'm sufficiently obliterated, thank you guys. Really appreciate you watching so much that you are able to redeem those channel points. You wonder why I set it so high. Okay, guys, let's get on to a very, very serious topic. We'll start off with for today, and that is, unfortunately, through the week, we were very sad and shocked to learn of the passing of Reckful. Now, those of you who are unacquainted to Reckful and the huge impact that he's had on the streaming and gaming community, he was a World of Warcraft gamer. He was actually the top World of Warcraft gamer.
Multi-rank 1 rogue.
Yes.
Multi-rank 1 rogue all the way from BC to, I think, Legion.
Which I don't play, but even I know is fucking impressive.
He also pioneered the donation button, so how we all monetize Twitch.
Precisely. So, huge deal. Massive, massive, devastating loss. What makes it all the more devastating is the way in which we lost him. Unfortunately, this is another occasion where we hear about a preventable death, guys. It is understood that Reckful did take his own life, and hence bringing back into the forefront a topic that we touch upon a lot of, but I don't think we really go into all too much. And that is actually just mental health. Look, I can't speak to any one particular person's mindset, where they're at, what their demons are, who's there to help them and who isn't. But here's the deal, this keeps on happening. And what we don't seem to see any change in is the discussion around it. The discussion around where we're at in our own heads and where others are at in their own heads. And it is wrong, I think. We do need to be able to talk about these things. And I think being able to talk about these things is part of the battle, right? It is also part of the solution.
It's simple. You just hit out a mate that you're worried about. Just go, hey, you okay? You know, I'll tell you now. Like, I'm sure a lot of us have, you know, been through mental illness and that sort of thing. Just that one simple message. You okay? Not hard.
Yes and no. Because depression itself, like, you are literally at war with your own brain, and a lot of it is telling you that you're alone, no one cares, you don't matter. So sometimes even, like, it can get to a point where it's too late where that message can do any good, because that's what your brain is consistently telling you, and you feel like even though they've said that, they don't actually mean it, they don't actually care. So you don't open up.
They don't.
And that is a part of the problem.
Because, like, you know, like, you're scared of opening up because, you know, no one's going to give a fuck. No one's going to give two fucks. Yeah. Like, suck it up, mate. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, you know, when you open up to someone and they go, oh, here's Lifeline's number, call them. You're like, well, why would I bother opening up again if they're just going to try and push me to somewhere else? Like, for some people, it's hard to go to things like Lifeline or therapy because what they've been through or where their brain is at. Like, it doesn't even matter what you've been through. Depression isn't picky. It doesn't care about what your life is like. Like, you could have lived the perfect life, had loving parents, always had, like, good friends, a healthy partner, all of that jazz, and you can still get depression because it is just a chemical imbalance of the brain. And once that imbalance happens, if you struggle to fix it, the connections in your brain start to break down. So that, you know, those chemicals, like the happy chemicals, can't fully make it through your brain. So you'll have all of this serotonin, but because of those bridges being broken, they'll fall off and don't make it to the end goal. It's fucked.
And then that's it. Like, you know, like there's been. I'll share a quick story. Okay. I'll only touch on this once. And this will be it. But when I was growing up, like bullied the whole way through school, like you name it, like fucking everything, like food thrown at me, bag wax over the head, fucking whatever else, rightio. Now, I said to myself, right, I'll be dead by the time I'm 18. I got past 18. Alright, cool. I'll be dead by the time I'm 21. I hit 21. Still alive. Now, I'm 29. Life's a shit show. Didn't thank alcohol for that, but that's my own fault. You know, so if you set those, as morbid as it is, if you set that thing, like, you know, say like, right, I reckon I'll be dead by the time I'm this age. You hit that, alright, cool. Well, I must be, you know, starting to get better. I've been through multiple psychologists, you know, therapy sessions, anger management, you name it. I've done it all. Now, you know, and you set those goals. You know?
Yeah, it's like
you bring yourself down, you set the goal, and then when you hit that goal, you're just like, hey, I'm alive. Awesome.
Like, as I said, you really got to reward yourself for the little things. Like, whatever, like, if you start, like, struggle with depression, you need to look at it as what is the hardest thing for you to do. So sometimes it might be getting out of bed, sometimes it might be cleaning your room, sometimes it might be showering, brushing your hair, whatever. If you manage to get that done, reward yourself. Give yourself that pat on the back, like, or, you know, give you something that, like a treat food or anything like that, to just basically put in place a reward system to get more of that serotonin releasing so that more is like going to be coming through. And like, it is hard. It is so bloody hard.
It is. And especially, like, you know, you're stuck in an addictive personality as well. You know, like when I was in hospital, I had a nurse. The nurse that was treating me, alright? She was me duty nurse that morning. Made a mean bed, by the way, guys. Like, fucking top, Caboolture Hospital was good for once. Now, she was saying, it's like, oh yeah, like my daughter, she works up in the kitchen. She was an ice addict for 15 years. You know, like, she's got an addictive personality like you. And I was like, yeah. And it's like, and she sat it down, like, broke it down better than any fucking doctor can. Okay? Any medical director, GP, buddy, whatever, you know, whatever their certifications are, broke it down best. Addictive personality. You chase your next high. You are always chasing that next high. If you don't hit that high, well, you go try and find another one. Unfortunately, I fell down the slide of alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay? That's my high. Because it brings my mind down, slows my brain down, makes me function.
Yeah. No, thanks for sharing, dude. And that's really what we talk about now, right, guys, is, being able to talk about exactly that, right? Being able to reach out and... Because let's put it this way, like, and I like what you guys were talking about earlier, where you're like, okay, it's hard reaching out because when, you do reach out, sometimes people aren't equipped to deal with, your problems either. And that, I think that is probably, there's a lot of onus on us to, be able to support one another, right? But I think it is also on all of us to understand that when you do reach out to somebody else, they're probably going to be in the exact same position as you. Yes, they're going to be able to look at things from the outside looking in. Yes, they're going to lend you a different perspective. Absolutely. But at the same token, unless you're sitting there talking to a therapist or a doctor, you're literally talking to somebody that in all likelihood is maybe in the same boat as you, or just as ill-equipped to deal with your... Yeah, well, no, that's not about it at all, mate. What I'm saying is, if you're ill-equipped to deal with your problems, I don't think it's fair to expect other people to be equipped either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. That's why there's a lot of silence around it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's not to say that you don't reach out and you don't speak up either.
The thing is, there is a lot of silence around it because, like, especially, what I dealt with growing up was toxic masculinity at the finest. Like, you couldn't be upset, you couldn't cry, like, grow up, drink a cup of cement, wash the sand out of your vagina, like, get over it, essentially. So, and having to deal with that, like... It's probably the worst thing to tell someone when they're in a bad space, especially if they're suffering from depression. Don't tell them to just get over it.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, that is the worst thing.
I've heard from people, it's like when you're upset, is when they say, keep your head up, things will get better.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. It's like it's someone when they're in like the worst possible mindset ever. I can't say anything more than that.
100%. Yeah. Doesn't it? And I think that is an unfair perspective that society has, right? Like, if you're feeling down, people just want you to feel better for good reasons and for bad reasons. They either want you to feel better because they hate seeing you sad and they genuinely care about you, or they want you to feel better because you're a drag, and you're just killing their vibe. You know what I mean? People are like that, unfortunately, and those are the ones you see. If you say that you're not feeling good or you're just having a shit day, they say, "Oh, well, cheer up." Okay, oh, thank God you're here to tell me to cheer up.
Like, what's the stand out of your vagina?
Yeah. Oh, it reminds me of...
Pick stuff up, go again.
It reminds me of this family I saw. I was climbing Mount Tibrogargan. Actually, it was a couple of months before the bushfires or anything happened. Anyway, so Mount Tibrogargan, it's no easy climb, guys. It's actually quite dangerous. Anyway, this couple had decided it was a good idea to bring their very small children along and make them climb it. And I mean make them. They'd got, I don't know, about a quarter of the way, and then they were on this flat landing. Anyway, my friend and I were climbing down, and this family was occupying the flat landing, which you would usually use for a break. So we ended up just having to continue around them and down again. So that wasn't fun. But while doing it, you're moving very slowly. Unfortunately, we had to listen to their entire conversation. We had no choice. They were very loud and everything like that. So these children were having a fucking anxiety attack. They were having a panic attack. The boy in particular. The boy did not want to go any further. Like, as in, he was terrified for his life. His mother, I remember at one key moment, his mother looked him dead in the eyes because, he's saying, if I go, I'm scared I'm going to die.
Yeah.
She looked him right in the eyes and said, if you don't go, then you're a failure and you will die a failure. Yeah.
That's horrible.
This is, I swear, this is like a 6-year-old boy. Not even.
Like,
When I heard that conversation, I would have punched her in the face.
Well, both my hands were occupied, obviously, but boy, oh boy. Not to mention, the dad was scary looking, but
There's like those trails that you go up, like it's common courtesy that people go up. You give way to them because you're coming down.
Yeah, well, look, I'm not here to talk about climbers etiquette, but yeah, the obviously the takeaway I had was just there's parents out there like that. This blew me away. I thought I had a little bit of pressure as a kid. My childhood was a fairy tale compared to these kids. Let me tell you, oh boy, they're gonna have all kinds of fucked up problems like now, if not when they grow up. Certainly. And yeah, so it's just this expectation. Sometimes it happens at home, but certainly just at large, people just, expect you to push on. That was an extreme case of that happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, at the end of the day, you're going to push on for you, right? Whether your struggle's hard or whether it isn't. Ultimately, you only do things for yourself. You convince you to do it or you convince you not to do it. And unfortunately, that's why we see suicides, right?
Well, that's where you tie it back to, like, you set that goal. Like, back to my story.
Back to what you were saying, yeah, absolutely.
I'll be dead by 18. No? Okay, I've hit 18. Cool. Okay, I'm still alive.
Yeah, that's a coping mechanism. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But, yeah, go on.
Well, it's, you do got to set goals, but when you are struggling mentally, you need to set yourself small goals. Like, as he said, surviving. Like, you can't be like, oh, in 10 years I'm going to do this, or like, in a year I'm going to be here, because when you fail, like, not when you fail, but if you fail that goal, it's just going to make you worse. So you've got to make sure it's like achievable.
Oh yeah.
It's like a whole ton of bricks, on a scaffold that's collapsing when you fail that goal.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Well, yeah. I think maybe the word goal isn't the term you use for it, right? Maybe the way I would put it is this, right? You need to appreciate the little things, like the simple things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's like the way I look at things now. When something doesn't go my way, right? I look at it as it wasn't meant to be, and that things can be much worse than they are now. And I'm very thankful for everything I have. I may not be in the best financial situation. I may not have everything I need, but I have the things that I need right now, and I'm thankful for things like that. That's the way I look at things now. It took me a very long time to get to this mental capacity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the silver lining, what went right?
One coping mechanism that has always stuck with me is, especially when you feel like there's nothing good, sit down with a journal. So
Write it down.
I was told to do two things. One, write a letter of basically just write out everything that's weighing me down and all of the negative things. Or like, so if someone's hurt you, write a letter to them and then burn it. And then write a list of all the good things that you've got. So it could be as simple as, I'm breathing. The sun came up today.
I woke
I
up.
got out of bed. Yeah, you woke up. Like, just little things like that. It doesn't have to be a massive thing like, oh my God, I just got proposed to, or like, I just got a promotion. It can be as simple as I am breathing, I am alive, I have food that I can eat, I have a roof over my head, I am awake. It doesn't ever have to be a huge momentous thing, but like, burning things, 100% so therapeutic. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the best thing to do.
Because it's like when I went through, so I was lucky enough, like my employer offered an EAP, right? So for people that don't know what an EAP is, Employee Assistance Program, right? Where you get 4 free sessions or however many sessions, okay? That the company pays for, like doesn't cost you out of your pocket. And like these guys, they're proper cross counsellors and everything like that. Basically, like this is the tools for my drinking, but like you can apply it to anything. A, space it out, okay. B, talk to someone. C, take a breath. What are we up to? D, write it down. Write it down, because I'll tell you now, like the most therapeutic thing, as Kasha said, you just write that shit down, and then you go chuck it in the fire. Light a fire in your backyard, and off you go.
I'd even recommend the rubber ducky method.
Well,
Other than like writing things down, what helped me throughout all my stress, my anxiety, my depression was working out. Surprisingly, that actually helped me feel better, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Yeah.
I felt better about myself overall as a person. Felt like I could do more things because I felt more energized. I felt more like I actually wanted to do things. You know, I felt more motivated.
absolutely.
And like the best thing is, the best thing to do, like coming from a male perspective, have a cry. All you males in the chat, cry every once in a while. I'll tell you now, you feel 10 times better. You'll sleep better than having a bloody joint or smoking a bong. And, you know, there's no shame in crying.
Not at all. What were you going to say, Kasha?
It shows strength to cry. But like, so the rubber ducky method is also like, so if you can't even think to write down what is actually going on, one thing I learned when I was a programmer is a thing called the rubber ducky method. So it could be like just an object that you talk to kind of just try and comprehend code. Because like if you make one mistake in code, you're just sitting there going through like 10,000 lines trying to figure it out. But the same can be said for what's going on in your brain. You may feel upset, not understand why whatsoever. And if you don't feel like opening up and actually talking to someone, find like a little object, like, you know, I've got a little Master Chief here that I could do it to, and you just talk it out.
Yeah, sorry, I love that. Yes. Yes, I do that a lot, actually. You know, people don't realize, well, maybe you do. I do it on stream sometimes. I do actually talk to my pets as if they are not only sentient, but they can understand the English language. Like, I have a full-blown one-sided conversation. Sometimes they talk back. I just have no fucking idea what they're saying. But, yeah.
Just like, what the fuck are you going on about?
Yeah, oh, you guys have heard Kylo. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. I don't just do that for show on stream. I legitimately talk to my pets. The same way Kasha talks to her Master Chief, which is just the most awesome thing I've heard today. Look, I'm going to chalk this up quickly, guys. Look, I want to just say this, right? When you have a cold or when you are, you know, ill to the point where you don't function anymore, you go and see a doctor, right? When your car breaks down and it stops working, you take it to a mechanic, right? We need to kill this stigma around mental health and mental illness. Because, look, your brain is actually the thing that breaks down the most out of everything. Everybody's does. And you need to service it. You know, if that's the way I have to put it to get through to you, then so be it. You need to service your mind, okay? Because it does have issues. It does break down. And, you know, if you don't look after it every once in a while, then, yeah, you're just going to have all kinds of trouble. So, believe it or not, look, you know, a mechanic's not going to be able to help you, but doctors and psychiatrists and counselors, and of course, as Rika pointed out, a lot of employers have employee assistance programs and shit like that. Those things and people exist, okay? They're there for you. Fucking use them. Go to the doctor. Go to the psychiatrist. Let me tell you right now, I'm seeing a psychiatrist. Okay, I got my own shit going on. I've got to service my brain. Trust me. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just a human being like you. If I can go and see a psychiatrist or get help when I have a problem, so can you. All right.
We all can.
Absolutely.
There's
Absolutely.
also nothing wrong with shopping around for a good therapist, because you
No.
might find that, you know, the one that you're with might not be helping you as much as you wish, because like it also depends on exactly how it manifests in you, and also what is causing it. If there is something that is in your life causing it, you need to, like, for me, I've had to, you know, I shopped around for quite a bit because one of my issues is chronic pain, and I managed to find a therapist who has the exact same disease as me, so she understands a lot more than any other person could what causes a majority of my mental health problems. And it's, you know, it's taken me 6 years, but I found a fit and I've been flourishing. Oh my God, have I been flourishing. Like, there's no shame in going to therapy. It is beneficial.
Absolutely.
Most, not all. Like, there, you know, there are some people that don't benefit from it, but if you, like, you know, if you're even considering it, just do it. There's no harm in trying.
If you're in the spot where you're considering it, then you need it. Like, just go and do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most people need it, let's be real.
Yeah.
I've done it since I was 10, you know? And I'll tell you now, it's the most therapeutic thing
Oh, of course.
you can do.
And
And if you find that right psychologist or psychiatrist or, you know, whoever you go to speak to, when you find that, as Cash has said, you're fucking cloud 9. You are cloud 9. You will go from here all the way up, and you keep on fucking going.
yeah, that's absolutely right. Anyway,
You have
guys.
your faults, but you keep.
Mm-hmm.
You use the tools that they give you
Yeah.
in the 45-minute sessions.
100%. As I said, guys, gonna chalk that one up. Just finish by saying this: rest in peace, Reckful. The WoW community, the gaming community, and of course the streaming community miss you. You're gone, but certainly not forgotten, guy.
We
So
love you, Reckful.
absolutely.
Rest in peace, mate.
Now moving on to, well, a mystery. I swear I've lost sleep over this, guys. And it is this: Dr. Disrespect.
No one's heard anything from him. It's like the whole Toilet saga.
I swear, I don't know what's happened. So we can speculate a little bit, and everybody can just note that this is speculation, right? What, guys? I want to know your thoughts. What has happened to Doc Disrespect? Why has he been banned off Twitch?
There could be multitude of reasons. Because I know there's been a whole crackdown on like all these sexual assault allegations, or, you know, alleged sexual assault allegations from prominent members within the streaming and YouTube community, and, you know, that sort of thing. So, you know, like, it could pan from that. You know, it could be, he committed some criminal act and someone decided to go, oh no, I'm fucking going to cancel this fella.
Yeah, it would make sense, except this. So we were talking about this last week, I think. There were about 4 to 5 partnered streamers who were all banned in a heartbeat by Twitch when they said that they were going to do something. Now, you could go and look at any of those partnered streamers, and there was a clear put together story where somebody had on Twitter or somewhere else put forward an allegation, and that person had confessed to said allegation in another twit long or whatever. And that's kind of my deal. there's nothing out there about Doc. There's nobody that's come forward and said, this is my story.
His lawyers would have shut it down.
No, but
Because
here's my deal.
He's already been, like, you know, like, hey, cheated on his
No.
wife.
Yeah, absolutely. But here's my deal.
Streamed in a bloody toilet. You know, there was a kid at the piss trough.
Yeah, a whistleblower isn't going to be subject to his lawyers, though. They're going to blow their whistle, and then there's going to be a cease and desist. Like, lawyers can't read minds, so they're not going to know something's going to happen before it happens. And that's what I mean. There's not even that. It's not like there was a post or something and that then got taken down. There's nothing in his clips. There's nothing. Nothing in his VODs to suggest anything.
I kind of like the whole conspiracy theory about him moving to a new platform with like Ninja and that.
I did see that in chat.
Yeah, the mix is shut down, and there's this whole conspiracy going on Twitter about this new platform that's popping up.
It's like, even if he hinted at it, like, you know, and that got to Twitch, that is a potential to why, even if he wasn't even considering it. But like, because I read a little bit about it today on someone's opinion of it, like, this isn't fact, but they're just like going off what's been going around, and like, you know, internal sources being like, oh yeah, we know what happened, but we can't say anything. It does really make it seem, because like we knew about the streamers that were taken down because of the Me Too movement that happened for Twitch, but there's nothing about Doctor's disrespect. It was a generic statement from Twitch, and then Doctor
Disrespect.
Or disrespect.
Just call him the Doc.
Yeah, so like he came out and like, you know, they haven't told me a thing, and then just, you know, like, just all of the things being like, well, it is a potential that he'd be moving somewhere else, because he wouldn't jeopardize his streaming career really over probably anything else without prospects.
Yeah, it's...
And he just signed a new contract too, and then, like, you know, a month or so later, boom. Permanent ban off Twitch.
Like that, you know, that part, just like rewatching that whole ending part when it ended, it's like there's something more to it. We just don't want it. We had a little bit of evidence.
Because like he wouldn't motion to his off camera person, like he runs a whole like studio thing. Like he wouldn't motion to someone coming up going, hey, no, and then look at your phone.
Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it?
Hey, I've got to edit here.
Well, no, because he was about to get... That's the weird thing about it. He was about to get off that stream, and he even says that at one point. Like, he checks his phone, and then he kind of changes a bit, and then, yeah, he's kind of just sitting there really awkwardly, and he says, I was going to get off, but now I kind of don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Yeah.
His whole tone and everything changed too.
Yeah, as soon as and you can tell, yeah. It's very, it's bizarre.
One of the other conspiracy theories going around is that there's FBI involvement.
Yeah.
That's a federal case, not a fucking state or a county case in America. For us, it'd be like, you know, like the Queensland Police or Victoria Police or something.
Yes, Renna, what were you gonna say?
The only time people get silenced is the only time people get silenced. I'm just wondering if he was involved. Gonna say something that's going to talk.
I didn't really catch much of that. I'm sorry.
I said, I wonder, like, people can probably get cut off like that. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you a bit better now. I've just turned the volume up.
I said, the only time you see people get cut off like that is if they say something like a whistleblower. They say something that they're not supposed to. I wonder if he was involved with something, or if he was going to say something that he just got cut off.
Well, that's it. Or it's something that's, you know, breached the contract, and Twitch is just like, oh, nah, he's pissed us off now, boom.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. So Slasher so far, from what I can tell, seems to be the person across it. He won't reveal the reason, He knows the reason. All that he said so far is this: it's not DMCA related, which we would have figured. Doc uses his own music and everything. But Slasher has also said this: the ban, and I don't know, that dude seems to be hooked up with some pretty substantial sources. Yeah, but yes, absolutely. So. Here's the deal though. What Slasher has also said is this: the ban was not handled by the usual, or handed down by the usual team within Twitch. The ban came from higher up.
Someone higher up.
Yeah. And I don't know, that just makes me feel even weirder about it.
Maybe this is just a conspiracy theory based on his past, but maybe the person who handed in the permaban Doc fucked his wife.
Ooh, I like that.
That's an interesting theory.
Well,
And it's just like, revenge ban.
well,
Can you imagine?
well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. There's a post on Reddit, so grain of salt, guys. Like,
It's from Reddit.
yeah. It's not the CEO's wife or anything like that. But according to this post on Reddit, so the poster claims to be an employee within Twitch's HR department or something like that. Now, what they claim is this: that allegedly the person who, because here's what we know. Here is a fact: Doc did have an affair with somebody else. He was unfaithful to his wife, and as those of you that do follow Doc, this. He took some time away from streaming after a very bizarre, on-stream performance where he was out of character and told everybody exactly that. Anyway, so we know this: he's had an affair with someone that wasn't his wife. The poster on Reddit claims that the person whom he had slept with was actually a larger female streamer within Twitch. And is in the process that streamer allegedly, according to the poster, is in contract negotiations with Twitch, trying to get a better deal, in light of the whole Mixer thing and everything like that. Now, this person has allegedly, according to the poster on Reddit, I'm going to just continuously say this because this is not a fact and not my opinion. I don't think this has happened. So, the poster claims that this large female streamer has threatened to out Twitch and out Doc in regards to the affair. And so, Twitch have made the decision to, ban Doc, and their lawyers are apparently dealing with his lawyers. Again, grain of salt, guys, just all the fucking salt, somebody. It's just a post on Reddit.
I'll see if I can find something on Twitter. I doubt it.
I don't know.
They've been very, very hush-hush about the whole thing, which is what makes it the most sus, because, what actually happened?
Here is my legitimate theory. This is what I actually think. I don't know the reason, okay? But here's what I legitimately think. I think that Twitch have commenced an investigation. They have received an allegation. It is perhaps very serious, whatever it is in its own nature, and they have actually commenced an investigation and issued a ban in the meantime. And at the moment, potentially Doc is obviously in the process of addressing that investigation with Twitch directly. So you won't hear anything from, if that is indeed correct, you won't hear anything from Doc, and you won't hear anything from Twitch.
No, there's nothing on his official Twitch. Let me go back to his...
Yeah, well, it's crazy because here's the deal, and what kind of shoots that theory in the foot is this: they have issued a permanent ban. All of his subs have been refunded, which
and
is
his personal Twitter's been dead since 2019.
Doc has only really tweeted the one thing in relation to this issue, and that was just a tweet saying, "Hey, thanks for the support. Twitch haven't told me what their problem is," more or less.
But then his personal one, because his actual name is called Guy Bang.
Yes.
He used to create maps for Modern Warfare 2. I think he was a map artist.
Yeah, he's had a
for
few
legit.
jobs. In fact, he actually retired Doc for a little bit to go and work somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last game he worked on was actually what was it? It was a COD game.
It was Warfare. I think he was a map artist for Warfare 2.
What was the game before? No, it was a game that a lot of people didn't like, actually.
Advanced Warfare?
Yes, thank you. Advanced Warfare. Yes.
Advanced Warfare. Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't say it was a bad game. I said a lot of people didn't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I only guessed it from that because, like, back when that released, I was working in a game shop, and the amount of people that came back and refunded it because they hated it. I mean, I did tell you not to buy a COD game, but, you know, you don't have an Xbox, so you can't play Halo.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where Advanced Warfare went. It just felt like a COD-skinned Halo game or something.
Then Sony bought the rights for the COD World Cup and shit like that.
Hey, why wouldn't you? And yeah, I don't know. Like, I hope COD's better next gen, but yeah, this gen, it's got back to a good spot now. Good job. Like, we've talked about this before. Good job, Activision. Like, I don't know, you're still money-hungry pieces of shit, but appreciate
Activision
you.
is fucking some of my favourite games over, okay?
Yeah, appreciate you bringing, COD back to, like, a sensible spot. Okay. Anyway, look, we're not here to talk about Activision.
Camping safe spot. Like,
Yeah.
gotta have new players at a safe spot to learn. So yeah, hey, camping maps for days, guys.
Yeah.
Anyone down for Piccadilly? Let's go hide in the buses.
Absolutely. But coming back to the Doc deal, guys, what? I kind of legit. I set this subject, like, those of you that don't know. So with the cast, I send the subjects out pretty much once we have confirmation that everyone's streaming. So I set this topic on the list because I don't know. I thought and I expected to hear something this week. What do you think happens? Is this just going to stay dead for a while? Will we hear something soon, do you think? Like, what's going to happen next?
Nah, she's gonna stay dead. They're gonna be silent. Because if it is, as we were talking earlier, if there is lawyers and legal shit involved, you cannot talk about any of that.
Oh, of course. But here's my deal. Like, how long does this play out? I don't think it stays dead indefinitely, but I guess what I'm asking is, like, is it now or is it later that we actually have a resolution to it? One way or another.
Say 2 months.
How long?
Someone's gonna say something. I'm 13 from now. Someone's gonna say something.
Yeah, it's weird because there's people that know, right? So Slasher isn't the only one.
They supposedly know, like, Slasher, credible source there.
Shannon claims to know too. So Shannon's another person that seems to be hooked up with some credible sources, has done some great reporting in the past. She claims to know too, and she's more or less given the same. She's given less information than Slasher has. Slasher's gone on the Scuffed podcast and talked about this, right?
I watched that podcast.
Yeah, it was
a good podcast.
It was damn good.
So good.
Anyway, not here to plug. Not that that podcast needs a plug, but we're not here to plug that. Anyway, anyway, Shannon had less information than that. She just said she's not comfortable, like, reporting on it, which is, I don't know. It's very strange.
I think there might be cease and desist just floating around to every man and his dog.
We'll see. I don't know. A cease and desist is only issued when someone's actually already done something or published something. Yeah.
But then could it be an NDA?
Esports reporters aren't subject to an NDA.
They aren't?
No. An NDA applies between the parties. So let's just say, I don't know, we never would, but let's just say I made you guys sign an NDA before you came on here, right? The NDA would only apply to you. like and everybody else that's on this podcast.
But
yeah.
it'd be made redundant in the same aspect. Unless,
Well,
like, you know, he
his
simply says, like, hey, I prohibit this from being restreamed.
Well, here's the deal. What can happen under an NDA is this. Like, let's just say, there would be nothing to report on, but let's just say, you know, you reported something to Slasher, say. You know, you were like, oh, hey, Coop was wearing a onesie on the podcast, and, you know, that's illegal for some reason. Slasher reports that, and then what I can do is I can suspect that one of you has breached the NDA. Because, you know, let's just say the VOD's been deleted. The only people subject to, you know, that information, say, would be the people subject to the NDA. So what I could then do is I could lodge a complaint, and then I could subpoena your emails and everything like that, and find out which of you and whether or not you have breached your NDA then leaking to Slasher. As an example, that is a pure hypothetical, guys.
No, but you can subpoena Discord. Like, if you really wanted to, you can go and issue a full subpoena against Discord, and boom, Discord has to release all correspondence between said parties.
Why do you think? Why do you think people enforce their Discord channels nowadays, like they do their own Twitch channel, for that very reason? Because exactly. You don't even have to lodge a subpoena. All right. Twitch have been known to investigate issues on Discord, because your behavior off Twitch can, of course, affect whether, you know, things on Twitch. So there have
TOS.
Yeah, of course. And that's kind of the deal. There have been cases where people have, you know, some really inappropriate stuff on their Discord, or they've done very inappropriate stuff on their Discord, as we know. And obviously they've received a ban from Twitch after that's been investigated and substantiated, because, of course, as with all things, guys, if you it doesn't matter, even if you're on Snapchat, right? Yeah, sure, if you send a snap and someone screenshots it, yes, you know they screenshot it. Guess what? They still have the fucking screenshot. So the internet isn't just a place where you go and do what the fuck you want. It never has been, and it isn't now, despite what you think. Anyway, what we will move on to, guys. So any closing thoughts on Doc before we move on? Before I do move on, of course.
Mate, we're not going to hear anything soon. That's it. We're not going to hear anything.
Srenna?
I'd still say a few months.
Yeah.
3 months before someone says something, before someone leaks something, hears something. Whether it's a credible source or not, you hear something in the news.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I take it back to, like, Deflategate. Anyone that's an NFL fan knows what I'm talking about. Like, the New England Patriots. Look, you know, there was no cheating. Like, fuck off anyone that thinks there was. But, anyway, what happened with Deflategate was this. The NFL officially confirmed that they were investigating an allegation that the New England Patriots were deflating footballs. That's beside the point. So there was nothing. There was a whole Super Bowl played. There was pretty much like most of the off season went by until the investigation concluded. Now and in that situation, nobody knew everything. Nobody knew anything. In fact, no information came out. There was no details emerged aside from some things from the Patriots. But the point was, you didn't hear anything until the investigation concluded. So, if my theory is right, and there is actually an ongoing investigation into something, and he's just been banned in the meantime, then you won't hear anything until Twitch conclude their investigation.
Yep. Twitch and everyone else is buddy, you know.
Oh, and here's the deal. That's what's crazy about this. Is it's got to be something substantial. This isn't going to be a situation where we just get a tweet, like a message in a week's time, or a tweet in a week's time with Doc, you know, dramatically announcing that
Something
Twitch
like that,
made a
yeah.
mistake or something, and that happens. Twitch do make mistake bans. That does happen. Let me tell you, they're not banning Dr. Disrespect without a really substantial reason. This is a huge media personality. Forget Twitch. Like, yes, he has 3 million followers on Twitch. That's fucking ridiculous.
And he's the money bag. He's the money bag. But
He makes
when
a
Ninja
shit
left,
ton
he
of
became the money bag.
he makes a shit ton of money for them. Yes, absolutely. But he's bigger than that. In fact, he is a franchise. The dude's making a TV series soon. Like, you know, this isn't nothing, is what I'm saying. There is something going on here. It's just, when will we hear? Well, at the moment we know nothing. So, moving on, guys. Want to talk about, well, it's actually not like a recent like announcement or anything like that. I don't know. We've known about these games for a couple of weeks now, but all the same, let's talk about them. Being a PlayStation gamer, you don't catch me talking about Nintendo all that often, in spite of the fact that I do love me some Nintendo shit. But hear me out.
Who doesn't love
Hear me
I'm
out.
gonna get ready for this,
Pokemon. We had 2 huge announcements. Well, I don't know. Were they huge? Let's talk about that. But we had 2 announcements from Nintendo regarding new Pokemon games coming up. One of them was an old favorite. Pokemon Snap is being remastered and brought back into our lives. Some of us are indifferent about it. A lot of us are really fucking happy, as you can see here. And another game, completely different. Whoa, shit, sorry about that, everybody. Sorry for breaking your ears. But yeah, completely different, completely new, and let's talk about this. Pokemon Unite was also announced. So, let's start with Pokemon Snap. Thoughts?
I'm so dead.
Snap would be sick, but I never got into the Pokemon Snap. Like, I saw it being played on the Game Boy, and it had a GBC. We had it on there as well as, you know, like, on the 64, but to me, like, Snap is just like, well, let's just pull a deck of cards out, and we just play Snap ourselves.
What? So, what? So, Pokemon Snap is you walk around taking photos of the Pokemon.
You didn't walk around, you were on a track.
Yeah,
train
sorry.
track.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
it would literally like send you through the level, and you had to try and capture as many photos of Pokemon as you could, and like the closer they were, and like more front on was better, and like you would actually get rated on these photos, and like there'd be certain like hidden Pokemon where you'd have to like do something to get them out, and it was just like, as I was saying earlier, like I literally, when I got my Nintendo 64 back, I made sure to get that game back. Like, I loved it so much. And it's not actually a remaster, like they're just making it, like, because I read up a little bit when I saw it, and like they're basically just making a game like that again.
Oh,
but,
so
like it's new.
Oh, so they're just making a game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
It's more like an HD version of it.
Oh, that is nuts. I'll be honest with you, I was more of a Pokemon Stadium guy on the N64. Pokemon Stadium 2 in particular.
Pokemon
rocks.
Stadium.
Yeah.
I never started gaming till after my parents divorced. I didn't start playing games. But when I was like, you know, because we weren't allowed consoles and stuff, when I was growing up. Yeah, so yeah, and then when I go with mates and I see Pokemon Stadium and like, you know, Pokemon Stadium 2, I'm just like, fuck, this is so sick. I can you know, I can port my Pokemon from Pokemon Crystal over onto the 64 and I can battle them up, like, you know. Like...
Yeah, it was exactly like that, right? For me, I don't know. I was a very basic bitch of a child, apparently. On Pokemon Stadium, I was just happy that my Pokemon were no longer just on a Game Boy screen, but on my fucking TV. That was the deal. But anyway, so Pokemon Snap, yeah, I don't know. Like, unfortunately, maybe I'm just a violent person or something, but yeah, I like battling. Like, I like the Pokemon battling. It's not enough for me to just look at them and take a picture, so to speak. But that being said,
do
what?
a little gym climb and then go to Johto Tower and.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the deal, right? We do live in a society where Instagram reigns supreme. No, I'm not on Insta. Nobody in chat bug me about it. I will be. I will be. I will. It'll happen. It'll happen. But anyway, here's my deal. Instagram reigns supreme. TikTok is a deal. Like, everyone's on it. My point is, everybody, more now than ever, everybody loves taking pictures of shit and posting it somewhere. So a game like Pokemon Snap sounds like a good move to me, anyway. Do you think it's going to take off?
Get the old Game Boy printer out too, you know?
Well, who prints anything these days? That's the funny thing about it. Like, I literally... Does anybody print something?
I'm old, okay?
Well, so am I. I actually have a printer. I can't think of the last time I used it.
Yeah, I think the last time I used the printer was to print out an X's bloody ATO transfer or something.
Yeah, for me, I have to use one too often for work. I hate it.
That's gross. I would dislike any workplace that required me to print things out.
My old work, we used to have to print everything out.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
We were that locked down, like, you have to print everything out. And it had to be in colour too. And then I decided to go around, oh no, we need to save the colour and we need to go black and white now. Oh, and please print back to back. Oh, nah. ABF's like, nah, you need this single page, we need it in colour.
Yeah. But anyway, coming back to Pokemon, Pokemon Snap, guys, are you going to buy it?
No.
Yes. 100 times yes.
Srenna?
I think I'll wait and see how it comes up first and see what it looks like before I go buying it, you know?
Yes, that's my girl. All right, this is how I approach games nowadays. Right, I don't care how good it looks. I'm probably not going to jump right into it unless it's Cyberpunk. But yeah, no, I'm
Star Wars Squadrons.
Cyberpunk. I swear. Yeah, but that's the exception to the rule. Okay, a CD Projekt Red game's an exception to the rule. But yeah, Pokemon Snap. No, I'm gonna do my usual thing that Coop does. I'm gonna wait for people to like it or hate it, and then probably wait some more to see if like they fuck it up somehow, and then maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But okay, so coming up to I don't know. It's easy to like sort of identify whether or not you like Pokemon Snap. Something completely different that the Pokemon Company did. I don't think anyone was expecting it. Now this was fun. This was actually for me, it was a fun announcement. A lot of people got butthurt about it because here's what happened. The Nintendo Company, they announced, they announced an announcement. They were like, hey, we're having an event. It's a Pokemon event. We're going to announce something, and it's huge. And obviously everyone's imaginations ran wild. For me, I was keying a Pokemon Yellow remake, or a Pokemon Crystal remake. That's kind of where I was sitting.
Pokemon Crystal, definitely.
Yeah. And, well, it kind of lined up with the anniversary of Pokemon Yellow 2, so that's what kind of led me down that path. A lot of people are in the same boat as me. Like, there were, Ruby remake, or what is it, Emerald remake enthusiasts and everything like that.
Ruby. Ruby. After Crystal, I think when you said...
Yeah, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald,
blue,
yeah.
And then you had...
Yes.
Silver, Gold, Crystal...
Mm-hmm.
And then you went Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire.
Yeah.
And then it went up. I can't remember the.
Anyway, it's aside to the point. So a lot of people had speculation coming, as to what this game was going to be. It ended up being an announcement for something completely different, and that pissed a lot of people off. But what we got was Pokemon Unite. Have you guys seen it? What are you guys' thoughts on? Yes.
I don't like the way it looks.
I'll just look to
Get into it. I'm used to the whole like Pokemon battling and capturing them like it normally, you know. That's why I'm used to the whole original, like into the DS and everything like that. I'm not used to this whole brand new like style of Pokemon. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I might get into that. I think if anything, I'm gonna watch people play it like I did with Minecraft Dungeons, and then like that's how I got into Minecraft Dungeons. Was actually watching one of my friends play it. But I actually persuaded my opinion and actually changed it. For me, that's a game I would definitely have to watch first to see how it plays out, to see if that's something I'm interested in getting into.
See, that's the thing too, because you know, if you have a Switch Lite, so I just pulled up the Wikipedia article for it. I know we all take Wikipedia with a grain of salt, like clearly frowned upon in high school when you use Wikipedia resources. But if it's going to be free to play on the Switch, if you have a Switch Lite, like you got to be connected 100% of the time. If you got a Switch, just a normal Switch plugged into your TV, you're right.
It's not even just on the Switch though.
Wi-Fi all the time to use it?
Yeah.
It's pretty much just like it'll work like Fortnite, right? Like you can access Fortnite the same sort of way through any console. But yeah, currently it's just coming to the Switch console wise. But the crazy thing about it is it's a MOBA, so it's going to appear on Android and iOS as well. Which, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, there's going to be microtransactions in there. I think we can expect that to happen. What it looks to me,
free to play games generally microtransactions.
Yeah. Mind you, what it looks a lot to me like is League of Legends. Does anybody here play Dota or League of Legends, or has even dabbled in it a little bit?
I've played Dota 2 and League of
I've
Legends.
dabbled in Smite, which is apparently similar to League.
Yeah. Yes, that's another one. Yeah, I don't know. Like any game like that, there are a lot of League clones like Dota, and I'm not sitting here saying that.
Dota came out of Warcraft 3.
Yeah. Anyway, so point being is this: like it's a certain format of game. They're all free, and yeah, you have like champions and stuff that you can unlock in game or through microtransactions, etc., etc. I'm excited about it. I actually do enjoy playing League of Legends. My problem with League is this: I don't really care much for the characters. Like I don't know, it's not that they're bad or anything. I struggle to actually get into it. I'm like, yeah, cool. I don't really care about these people at all. So yeah, you're just playing the game. So to me, the way I look at it is it's pretty much League of Legends. And literally, this is how the game is currently being marketed, I guess. This is what we see from the gameplay. You have a Pokemon map that it looks just like a League of Legends or a Dota map. You have lanes and you have, like something here and something here. And then your champions are just Pokemon fighting between the map. So League of Legends, like the things I like about League of Legends, have the champions replaced with Pokemon. I feel like a sellout saying it, but it sounds pretty fucking good to me. Yeah, like if I'm there with like a Blastoise and like my charge attacks are, water gun and hydro pump and shit like that. Sorry?
I better be
They're going to release the original 150 Pokemon with their evolutions.
Well, we don't know that at this stage. What we did see was it looked like the first original, like, yeah, I don't know, you saw like Blastoise and Charizard and shit like that. Yeah. And that...
Like Squirtle and Bulbasaur and...
So I wonder if, like, when you pick your Pokemon, if you start the first evolution and as the game goes on, the more XP you get, you evolve.
Now that would be awesome.
I think that would make it even better.
Yeah.
That would make it fulfilling for sure.
So like you have your party of 6 and then like they all gain passive XP and and then you slowly level them up. Yeah,
well, you level up champions in League and Dota, right? I don't think they change at all, but it would be cool if, that was... Because you don't just want a carbon copy of another game with Pokemon in it. Like, that doesn't... I don't know, that sounds very cheap. So it would be cool if they had their own wrinkles to it. Absolutely. But yeah,
As long as I can get Snorlax.
yeah. That's all you care about. Is getting a Snorlax.
I had to put that on.
Yeah, get Snorlax to wake up, and then I'll come in with my Gengar and go, oh no, dark shit.
So satisfying. I was really happy because obviously knowing what happens in Pokemon Red and everything like that, you have the Snorlax that is blocking the way there. When that showed up again in the second gen, you complete the Johto Island and then you can go to Kanto, and then you get to Kanto and the Snorlax is asleep in the exact same fucking spot. You've got to go off and find the Pokeflute. It just that is why actually my favorite Pokemon games to this day are the second gen Pokemon games. So yeah, Pokemon Crystal perfected it, obviously.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, but they just nailed it. I don't know. They had the best of the first gen and of course the second gen in there too. In that element. But guys, while we're talking about this, first I'll ask this: will you pick up Pokemon Unite?
Not until I see it first. Just because it's not really my cup of tea for a game, but if they do it right, I would definitely be interested.
I'm gonna say go with Kasha.
I don't know. I'd probably just, once I get my Switch out of pawn, I'll probably just go ahead and just download it and just play it and just go, oh, okay, this is not all a type, discard it, remove it off the SD card. Or if it comes out in the cartridge, then, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, I'm not going, I don't know, I'm not going, I'm definitely going to check it out.
I'll watch if Jack Frags or something did a review on it.
Yeah.
An actual gameplay review.
Yeah, of course. You check out reviews. But yeah, I guess the question is, knowing what you know about it now, are you likely to pick this game up? Remember, it's free. So it's super awesome and hilarious at the same time that you guys are like, oh, wait and see. I'm just like, you know what? It's free. I'll check it out. If it sucks, then I'll uninstall it.
Microtransaction filled, then fuck that.
Yeah.
So many mobile games are just microtransactions.
I just don't want to get more storage space, so something else
Well, given what we've talked about, yeah. Well, here's the deal.
My Switch has Wild, Animal Crossing, and Skyrim, and I've got no room for any other games. And those three games I absolutely adore. So it's it has to be worth getting rid of one of those games.
Well, no, it doesn't. See, here's the deal. I've got so much free space on my iPhone right now. I'm just gonna download it on that.
That's a good point.
That
weird. I need to pick up my phone.
Go sit it down and get on Gumtree and look up switches, man.
No, fuck. What Kasha explained right then and there is exactly my deal, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna subject myself to the console storage problem that is just consoles at the moment, but the Switch especially. No, if this game is available on iOS and Android, then I'm gonna download it on iOS. Why the fuck wouldn't I? I'm not going to take up space on a console, whether I'm a Switch player or not. But yeah. But hey, before we move on to anything else. Sorry?
Are you guys able to get Switches right now easily?
Pretty much.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're out of stock.
Are they? I thought you could.
Everyone went got a Switch.
Because when quarantine hit, everyone was all hyped about Animal Crossing. Mums and Karens and everyone else was buying Switches, and then all of us unemployed fellas we got our bonuses or Centrelink, thanks for the $750, ScoMo. Go out and buy ourselves Switches. Yeah, and basically Animal Crossing sold out cartridge wise, Switch sold out, Switch Lights, you'd be lucky.
Yeah. Oh, I just assumed you would, but yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
I used to to take it to work for my lunch break, and I would, through my lunch break, be sitting there playing Skyrim on my Switch.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so jealous.
Like, that's why, like, everyone at work knows that I'm just this massive video game nerd, because, like, if I'm not wearing my gamer t-shirts, I've got my gaming tattoos hanging out, or I'm sitting there with my Switch, and they're just like, can you be any more of a nerd? It's like, don't tempt me. I can wear my Halo socks, I have all my hats, like, don't tempt me.
Yeah. And then I can go rattle off like every storyline for all the Halos, and you know, like in Skyrim. Oh no, but it put this mod in today, and you know, but it's clashing with this mod, so I've got to try and work out this mod. And
I've learned something just in knowing Kasha, and that is this: she's got like aptitude for gaming franchises that just have really rich stories. And lore, like Halo and Skyrim, like, so, or should I say Halo and Elder Scrolls, just really rich stories. Yeah, Fable's another one, sure, but
it's so important for me. Like, that's why I don't necessarily like COD, because I can just go pick up a history book and that's pretty much all it is. I don't want that. I don't want realistic. I want like all of this new story, whether it's based on like mythology or whatever. So like God of War, brilliant. All of those games that just have so much backstory to them that it just never ends. Like, which is another prime example. I'm currently rereading the books because like just the amount of content that universe has is, you can just get swept away in it. It's amazing.
Come join us in Azeroth.
Actually, I do just want to very quickly leap to the... I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to leap to the defense of COD right now. So, yeah. Sorry to say that while you're trying to drink, but Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare game. So I'm talking Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. The characters, the stories... it was
Warfare 2 with Prize.
It was actually fantastic. Okay, it was actually fantastic.
Yeah.
There were stakes. There were characters that you actually cared about. Like, you were rooting for Soap, you were rooting for Price, you were rooting for Roach, you were rooting for Ghost. And that was the thing when all bar one of those guys, you know, spoilers guys, but also this is a really fucking old game, so, you know, if you don't know, then, yeah. Anyway, so, when all bar one of those guys died, you felt that shit. It meant something to you. And the missions meant something to you. Yeah, because they set realistic stakes. They were fictional, but it also felt real. It was like, oh, okay, this is probably going on in the Middle East. Or whatever it was.
I actually cried towards the end of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly cried because of just like watching it all span out. And it was just like watching a Hollywood movie. It was a fucking masterpiece.
Like, I understand that COD is like, you know, there are some good COD games out there. Like, I've only heard good things about, like, you know, World at War and stuff like that. But for me personally, like, I don't agree with war. So when it comes to like legitimate war in a video game, that's not what I want to play. Like war with aliens, war with monsters, like I'm all for that shit. But I don't really like. I don't like war, so I don't want to sit there and be killing humans because that's I only do that if I absolutely have to, or I'm playing like a chaotic evil character that's just gonna run around and murder people. But it's still more fictional because I'm not killing them with a gun. I'm killing them with like fire or something, or a sword.
I was about to say, Cash, like you kill people in Skyrim all the fucking time, but yeah, I hear you, yeah.
Or like, you play, boom, pop a hammer down, because I play Red Fish Platinum, boom, pop your hammer down, stun them, wings, fucking full burst on them, you know, like Wake of Ashes, which is like you spit flame out of your hands, you like slash it at them with your sword.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. You guys know this. I'm never gonna like get a gun license or anything like that. Here's my thing though. I am fascinated by war and like the history of our wars. I think there's a lot that needs to be learned from that shit. Knowing everything that I know about that, and it's weird, before we started the podcast, we were talking about, like, you know, war documentaries and stuff like that. Having watched that shit and having played COD, they're two completely different things. COD is a first-person shooter. It's a game. It is not a war simulator. It just isn't. Oh, hey! First the dad mug, and now the dad kiss. Hey, how you doing, Kasha Dad? Mr. Kasha? Sorry. But yeah, COD is a game. So, yeah, I don't know. It always irks me when I don't know. I respect your point of view, Cash, obviously. What I'm more so irked by is people that, you know, blame video games like COD.
Video games for violence.
Yeah, for violence. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that there is an actual...
I hate that too, because video games do not cause violence. I mean, look at way back when, before video games were even a thing, how much violence there actually was. And they're trying to turn around and be like, oh, these kids, they're only doing it because they're playing these violent video games. Like,
Yeah.
no, a lot of the time, they're experiencing violence at home from their parents, or they're experiencing violence at school from bullies. And they're all, like, you know, they've just been molded because, like, a massive example, domestic violence. No matter who it's coming from, whether it's from the mother or from the father, but if a kid witnesses that, that's their normal.
Yeah.
Their normal is violence because that's all that they've seen. That's
They
what
see
they've been
it.
learning.
Precisely.
Not video games.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And
it's
you know, as you know, as a registered firearm owner, Kasha, it's the person behind the weapon. It's not the weapon itself. A weapon, a pistol or anything.
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
It's the tool, you know, a tradesman is only as good as his tools. Or a tool is as good as a tradesman. Same thing when you own a firearm.
Yes. I caveat that by saying this, guys. Unfortunately, there are bad people out there. So, with a firearm, the most dangerous form of them shouldn't be made available to them. We're not going to have that conversation, but I just want to throw that caveat in there.
But, like, an example of it, though, just quickly, like, just recently near me, there was a son that killed his parents with one of their firearms. And, you know, this happens, it's not frequent, but it does still happen. But because we have those laws in place, it does make it a lot harder to get to them. But, you know, one of the laws is literally, you do not tell anyone where the key is to your safe, because they're registered to you. Therefore, if someone gets into them and then, you know, goes and kills someone, it's not just them getting in trouble, it's you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a massive deterrent, because you will also be put on trial if they kill someone, because you supplied that weapon. Even if you did not mean to intentionally, you still supplied that weapon.
So
Absolutely.
I'll tell you this story. All right. Before me birth house got burnt out. My old boy had a 3.0. All right. He had a Jungle 3.0 from 1942. Now, obviously, when you store a weapon, you have to take your bolt out, you have to take your magazine out, you have to have it all separated. All right, rifle in one part, magazine bolt separated, with no one access to your keys. The people that were living with him decided to go for a snoop into his room, found his keys, went into his safe, stole his weapon plus all ammunition and the bolt. And the bolt, you know, and then ran off anyhow. So, Dad, you know, doing the right thing once he found out that his rifle was missing, brought him straight to the cops, reported it. Cops turned up, you know, four in tow. They will literally turn up. 2 squad cars will literally turn up.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Or if it is just a random inspection, like, you know.
Yeah.
For an inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your firearm's not properly secured. Okay, we're going to seize that firearm till you properly secure this firearm.
Yeah.
Right? And then, you know, his dad, like, he said his firearm seized because it was stored in an unsecured area. Wasn't dying, bolted down to the floor with a safe. And then, you know, like, and he had to walk down from the cop shop with a sheet over his rifle once he got it back, because cops then came around 4D to check that he had, you know, properly secured his proper security.
Yeah. Anyway, look, that's a whole different can of worms, whole different conversation to have, guys. Maybe we'll slate it for another podcast. But anyway, let's move on to another. Oh, actually, it's actually a really fucking serious topic. I had a question that I wanted to put to you guys, and I'll put it to you. But first, let's just talk about lockdown right now. Let's talk about the COVID situation. And what it's like. Yeah. Well, Reeker, that's
just on Australia's point of view.
Yeah.
The best thing I've heard about it is Australia is currently like the Spice Girls. Everyone's doing great except for fucking Victoria.
Yes.
Let's build a wall. Let's build a wall.
Yeah. No, but okay. Guys, yeah, absolutely. Like, we're fucking laughing in Queensland, we're laughing in New South Wales. Victoria's fucked, maybe. But here's the deal, and Srenna, I want to cut to you in a second, because here's what I'm building up to here. Victoria is, you know, as far as Australia is concerned, you know, as I said, fucked. They don't have anywhere near the number of new cases that any one spot in the United States has right now. It's not that folks aren't trying. It's not that, you know, legislators and their lockdown methods aren't in place. But from what I'm noticing and what I keep on hearing, and you guys talk to me all the time in the DMs and everything like that, I get it, a lot of you are in America. You guys keep telling me this. You keep telling me people just are not following the rules. People are not distancing themselves. People are not wearing masks. People are not staying home. And look, the number of new cases just keeps on getting worse and worse. The number of deaths keeps on getting worse and worse. Srenna, what's it like where you are?
I'll give you a good example. So basically, because the United States, President Trump basically said that our ecosystem was going to go downhill financially. So he's like, oh, we have to reopen the country. We have to give people jobs because there's millions of Americans out of work. But we have 320 million Americans, right? We have the largest amount of people in, like, any country, right? So because of that, we have to, like, be careful with this whole COVID thing. Well, they opened the whole country way too early than they should have, which I foresaw this coming in. I'm sure a lot of people did. They reopened it. They reopened the non-essential, like bars, beaches, all the things that shouldn't have. And because they reopened all these places, which they should have kept closed, which they were doing so well for so long, they had everything under control. It started right back up as soon as they reopened the beaches, the bars. Like Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July, people are out like on the beaches, they're partying, and people aren't wearing masks. And today, like, there's people on the side of like roads, right? You have this little area where you can park up inside, right? You can walk on the side and do whatever. Well, people parked on the side and they were just like hanging out on the sidewalk, just like having a cookout, like all within like less than 6 feet of each other, like no masks, no nothing, just walking around. I mean, it's that people do not care here. Like, people think they're invincible. You hear it all the time, the younger generation, like 38 to like 15 years old, like they think they're invincible because they're like, oh, young people can't get it. Oh, I'm invincible because I'm healthy, but that's not the case at all. There's scientific evidence that you can miss it. There's I think there's a 3-year-old or 11-year-old kid that died in New York City because he got COVID-19. One of my friends actually has COVID-19. Like, we have the highest amount of cases in the whole entire world. People think it's a joke, but it's not a joke. Like, people getting sick. But our hospitals right now are at capacity. Like, Texas is a big city in the United States, and their hospital is at full capacity, and they can't take their people anymore, and they don't know what to do. So we're going downhill fast, and this should be a sign for every single country. Like, literally listen to your government, or literally listen to, like, Canada. Trudeau is very, very smart with everything he's doing, and I wish we had Trudeau as president, but we do not have him as president.
Oh, yeah.
So because of that, like, people should be looking at America's failures and be paying attention to that very closely and learning from that before they get to the point where we are, you know? Because it's going downhill fast.
We're the only country that hasn't managed to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, I know there are a lot of Americans that are like, oh, wearing a mask infringes my rights, like, you know,
What?
my freedom and all this crap. It's like, dude, like, there are people, like, as an example, me, I'm an asthmatic, so I'm high risk if I get COVID because I already have a respiratory disease. If I end up with COVID, like, even with a chest infection, just as something as simple as that, I don't get enough oxygen. So I'm been so careful because I'm so glad I'm not in America. I would not be leaving my house purely because my life would be at risk.
Like, the thing for me, like, what I've been doing, because the first part of the pandemic, when it first came around, like, there was no toilet paper, there was no paper towels, like, all the rice, all the water, everything was gone, right? Now I'm starting to restock up on these things because when this hand switch actually started hitting it, all this stuff is going to be gone. Like, food is so hard to come by, like, food that you need, like, supplies that you need, every single day is on the piece of produce. Like, people tried to return, like, what, 150 different hand sanitizers, like, 200 different things.
Yeah.
They ordered it, and they got in trouble because of it, the pandemic. But, like, people can't do anything with it, and they're stuck with it, and they can't just give it away to people. I mean, they could. They're allowing people to now, but in the beginning, they couldn't. It's like there's all these orders and stuff, and it's horrible.
And what's with your dickhead president too, saying, like, you know, I just wish the coronavirus would go away. Like, it'll just
He's been
go
telling
away.
Stay on that they have it under control. They do not have it under control whatsoever.
I just find it funny how he was just like, oh, if we stop testing, we'll stop getting cases. And it's like, yeah, but no, you'll stop getting reported cases, and it's going to be a lot harder to control.
Oh, boy.
No?
Right?
And you guys have an election coming up this year too, don't you? Sorry, no. You got an election this year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't vote, though, because the stuff here, it doesn't matter who you vote for. It's all, like, nobody's good for president here. Like, you either got Republicans or Democrats. And I'm not for either party. They both suck. Like, there's no good people that actually will make a difference in America. To actually get on the financial track or get on the healthcare track that we need. There's no way that can actually do that. We need someone like Trudeau, but there's no one like that who's able to take that responsibility. You know? Americans are too stubborn. They don't want to listen. They're like, oh, I have my freedom. I can say what I want, or I can dress a certain way, or act a certain way. It's like, yeah, you have these freedoms, but that doesn't mean use it to however you feel like you have freedom. Like, do it correctly. People don't do that.
Yeah. I thought it was obscene, actually. I remember tweeting some hate about it, like a couple of months ago. There were people protesting the lockdown at one point.
Yeah, people do that. They're protesting the lockdown because they want to go outside.
Yeah. Like, you know, before they actually had something legitimate to protest about, being, you know, the BLM movement, no, they were protesting the lockdown. They wanted to go out and get their hair cut. Honestly, by people, you know, I don't think Karens count as people, but there you go. They were definitely Karens.
Karens don't count as people. They're just like, nah, I want to speak to the boss.
Well, that's what they were doing.
For the CEO now.
That's what they were doing. I recall, I don't know, this will go down in the etches of my memory forever. I recall an image of a Karen in a Chevy fucking truck looking thing, like a pickup truck. And she's got a sign, like, protesting, and then you've got a surgeon who's obviously, like, on his lunch break or whatever, and he's just standing in front of her, in her way, like, in his scrubs and everything, protesting her protest. I just thought it was fantastic, because it really summed it up. It's like, yes, you're the moron that's got him hella busy right now. And yeah, of course, as I said, I tweeted some shade about it, and you know what, if I keep seeing it, I'll do more than tweet. Like, I don't know, I'll go over there and start fighting some people if I have to. You guys gotta get your shit together. Yeah, I'll die from COVID, punching Karens in the United States for not, like, you know, doing something about COVID. Yeah, that's how, what a way to go.
The college and punch Karen at Tesco.
Oh.
We have those 6 feet markers, right? And there's signs that tell you that you have to be 6 feet. So this family of, like, these 2 older women with this one young child, they decide to, like, walk, like, right next to me, no face masks or nothing, and, like, one of them, like, walks so close within, like, of me, and I'm like, dude, like, you can go around, like, you don't have to walk, like, right next to me, like,
Yeah,
that's the thing you
You know, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Like, there's just less people here, I think, and a majority of people here are sensible. But, yeah, I think I've told this story on stream before. So what happened with me, like, back when the lockdown was, like, in effect, like, you know, you only went out to go to the grocery store and that was about it, right? So, yeah, I was doing exactly that. The markers are there and everything like that. And then there was this woman walking the wrong way up the aisle in the grocery store. She was she wasn't an old lady, but look, she was, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 years old. And she's walking up the wrong way and, I don't know, she's like screwing around, like didn't know what she was getting or anything like that. Ends up moseying on, and I swear she was like pretty much rubbing up against me at one point. And I legitimately just like, I stopped, I squared up and I just like looked at her, and when she realized that I was looking at her, I just said, you realize if I've got the virus, you're fucking dead right now.
Damn.
Yeah, and she gave me the filthiest look and walked away. But yeah, and that's what people were like. But I'm one of those people. If there's a problem, I say something about it. I don't care if it's IRL or not.
Because people think they can't get sex, so you know what? I don't think I even need to say something.
But you gotta do your work, right?
Mm.
And I can definitely say this works as an asthmatic. So like, I was having a really good time to get myself some Ventolin. So I could barely breathe and I was coughing.
Mm-hmm.
And literally every time I'd like cough into my elbow, everyone would just disperse away
Yes.
from me and just give me so much space, and I was like, yes.
See, my neighbour did that down the local supermarket down Fresh and Safe. He's like got sick of the lineup, like he just wanted to get home, do his shopping, like once finished shopping. So he just coughed, and he said everyone just fucking just moved around him, like just dispersed, and he just got right to the front of the line.
Oh mate.
Oh my god. It's awful, but it's great.
See, that's what you got to do, Srenna. Just do that. Just cough, or you know.
I'm gonna do that from now on. Like,
Yeah.
Even it's like a fully fake cough, because like, you know, he doesn't smoke. But he just chucked on a fake cough and he boom, goes straight up to the front of the line.
Actually, today I cleared my throat at the gym and everybody stopped and looked. Like, just cleared my throat. I just went, and that was enough. Like, everyone is still on edge. And I think it's fair to be with, things where we are anyway, Srenna. We're very lucky. I don't know, as I said, most people here seem to be pretty sensible. Aside from the random Karen at the grocery store I encountered that one time. But, most people are sensible. We've had an ease in restrictions. The pubs are pretty, like, they're reopened. They're open. Everything's sort of back in business, so to speak, yeah.
We can walk up to the bar. We can now play the pokies. Obviously our restaurants and stuff have been opened.
Yeah, that's all happening.
Everything now is starting to... I don't know. I don't think we'll get back to the full normality where we were, say, in February. But in the same aspect as well, like, it's just good, you know, that shit is starting to open again.
Well, you could argue that maybe now we, like, act the way that we ought to have with sick people, if that makes sense. So, I don't know, have you guys ever worked in a call centre, or do you know someone that has worked in a call centre? Because here's the deal. If there is...
research.
Yeah, so,
Call centre.
If one person in a call centre catches a flu,
you get crook.
Everybody in the call centre catches a flu. And that's sort of the deal. I don't envision that happening now, because I'll tell you what, if someone had anything wrong with them that works in a call centre right now, they're not going into work. They'd have to work from home or they're off. And that's probably going to be a thing that we just see moving forward now. If you are unwell, you don't go anywhere. So, you know what? To me, that is a welcome change. I want to paint a very bleak picture here, though, guys, because, as I said, I was going to ask you guys a question. So I'm going to paint a picture here. Sure, things are looking better here. We're not out of the woods. The virus is still a thing. There's no cure for it. There's no vaccination yet. So, yeah, COVID's still around. Not only that, though, here's the deal. The flu still exists, and the flu is a forever evolving thing. Okay, it gets worse and worse each year. Each year, there's a bunch of amazing scientists out there that work tirelessly to make sure that we have immunization there and it's dispersed for the following year. So, we're forever combating the flu. On top of that, there's whatever weird and wonderful, wacky diseases that are out there just waiting to pop up, I'm sure. One of them kind of came to light through the week, and that was a new strain of swine flu found in, guess where? China. Yes.
I saw something. I think it might have been through ABC News or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That people who own chooks, like personally in their home, be careful, because the chooks can get the swine flu, which then can pass on to humans.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always been a thing. It originated in pigs or whatever, but it can actually transfer to any kind of animal.
Any animal.
Animal, but
they can pass it on to you.
Yeah, again, side subject to the actual question here. So, as I said, I don't think we're out of the woods. I think maybe we're working our way towards a new norm, potentially. And we've discovered that when everything does shut down, we can exist. We do exist in some way, shape or form to some capacity. In a lot of ways, it's a bit depressing. In a lot of ways, it's very isolating. What I wanted to ask is this, guys. Could the COVID lockdown be the start of our very own Black Mirror episode? So, those that are unacquainted with Black Mirror, it's a series on Netflix. Paints, there's different episodes, different stories. The point is, it paints like
I have.
A utilitarian future, usually. Pretty fucked up, but is that where we're at? Is that where we're heading? Is this the beginning of, what in the future becomes our very own Black Mirror episode that we're living?
I don't think so. I mean, the way that I associate COVID is literally like when you look back at things like the Spanish flu and other things like that, and obviously swine flu, like all those other pandemics. There are going to be, so the people that have already had it, they're going to have a built-in immunity to that now, because they now have T cells that know how to fight that disease. And from that, we are going to be able to do things like vaccinations, whether it does, make it so that the disease, like when you get that virus, it isn't as bad, or you just don't get it at all. But it does mutate. There has been mutations, so I think it will just end up being like another strain of the flu. But the thing is, it's probably not a bad thing. I swear I'm not a psychopath, but we do need population control, and this is realistically a way that Mother Nature does it, is with these illnesses.
So you're proposing herd immunity?
Natural selection, the weak. I am weak. My lungs are weak. I have asthma. That's why we are high. It's a bit problematic. The strong is supposed to survive. We shouldn't be living on with these diseases to pass them on to our offspring realistically. That's not how natural selection works. But with our advances in science and technology and medicine, it is allowing this to happen, which is why overpopulation is such a thing, because you can get things like asthma or all these other, even cancer, and be able to survive it now because of the technology and medicine that science has brought us. So if I have to go out to solve overpopulation, that's completely okay.
That is crazy.
The best meme that basically described it. So when they finally found out the molecular structure for COVID, okay, there was a meme that went around. I think it came off Reddit or Imager, no doubt, because generally those sort of memes come off those sites, then get circulated on Facebook. Now, it was basically a picture of the COVID marker, Mother Earth, all patched up, like band-aids, you know, fucking scars everywhere. And Mother Earth's like to COVID. Do you reckon they'll listen this time? COVID's like, no, I don't think so.
Have to admit, I wasn't expecting this to turn into is this a form of population control? But interesting that we go there, guys. I don't know.
The one child
This-
China rule.
This is no Spanish flu. The Spanish flu killed a fuck ton more people. Mind you, as I noted earlier, this isn't over yet, right? But yeah, it did kill a lot of people who were vulnerable. It killed a lot of people indiscriminately, though. It didn't matter. Yes, if you were immunocompromised, then sure, you were dead. But if you were a perfectly fit, healthy person, then you were dead also. But here's the thing. Spanish flu, yes, but Spanish flu happened at a completely different point in time. And take it back to smallpox, right? Smallpox was a thing at a completely different point in time. The effect of smallpox in the world was this. You went from, having no immunization to, you would literally get cut open and someone would put cowpox into you, and that was immunization. That was where it started. Today we have immunization. We have a lot of things that we didn't have back when smallpox was a thing and back when the Spanish flu was a thing. We are a much more advanced, more capable society. So we don't just have a bunch of people die and then have nothing happen from that. You know what I mean? There were things that came into place after the Spanish flu happened. Huge medical advancements, huge disinfectant advancements. Antibiotics became a thing. Yeah, exactly. And those are all things that exist today that are taken for granted. We are literally dwarves standing on the shoulders of giants. It should go without saying. But this is my point. We live in at any given day now, right? We live a more advanced, more capable day than what anybody did before us. That is an arrogant take, but it is the truth. It also means that we are prone to a more extreme response to something that might be less serious, but is serious all the same.
Well, that's it. Then, you're going to have everyone putting the best of minds in to try and find something that now we can combat this.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of my deal.
But then when does complacency come in? We've been so complacent since the first outbreak of swine flu. So I remember my high school got shut down.
Yeah, but here's the deal though. This isn't a complacent response right now. We have literally had pretty much the entire world shut down. And Kylo agrees. But you know what I mean? Literally everything is closed down. New York City looks like a ghost town in pictures that we see. You know what I mean? New York City, the city that never sleeps, looks very much dead right now. That's kind of what we're living with. That is the response. There is no complacency in that at all whatsoever. That is fucking extreme. Something like this caused that. You know what I mean? And that is just that. That's what I'm really getting at is this, it might not be COVID that does it, but could we be heading towards an extreme response in the near future, in the not so distant future, in the distant future? Is that what we can expect?
Well, you see, that's the thing.
I gotta go. Sorry, guys.
No, you're okay. Thanks for joining us. Shout out for Cash in Chat. Is there a mod in?
But the complacency.
Just need to let them get. Yep.
It was a panic response. It was a panic response from the world. We hadn't had a pandemic. We got complacent. All of a sudden, boom, pandemic.
Well,
now all of a sudden, every man and his dog scrambling around, trying to fix themselves up. Get something out there. Now, what's going to happen, say, 10 years down the track? We have another pandemic again.
Well, I don't think it's going to be 10 years. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It could be 6 months, it could be 12 months. Like, that's what it feels like. Something like that can hit.
Optimistic ballpark figure.
No, honestly, I love this is really bad. I think this is good for humanity at the same time because it teaches us how to develop. Because this is something that a lot of us haven't witnessed in our lifetime. You know, this is something a lot of us haven't had to go through. That, like what you were saying, people back then had to go through this stuff. So this is the first real, like, serious thing that we've all had to actually go through, and everyone deals with it differently. And like with America, you can see how people are reacting. Clearly, people don't like the outcome of it, but that's what the outcome is.
Mm-hmm.
This, like, I take it as it's going to make me smarter because at least I know what I need, what I'm going to need to hurt myself in the end, you know, later on, or right now.
Yeah, that's a good point that you make, actually. I've read a lot of interesting stuff. Like, you compare somebody like, you know, us now, right? We're sweet summer children compared to older generations than us. You look at somebody that was born in, like, 1901, for instance. They had, they had the Spanish flu. They had,
I was born 91.
What? No. They had the Spanish flu. They had 2 world wars. They had, a bunch of other wars. They had, the Cold War. They've just had all of these terrible things that, you know, happened in their lifetime. And then, I don't know, we're sitting here being like, 2020 is the worst year. Really, you know, 2020 with COVID and everything that's gone down has got nothing on a lot of the years that those people lived. I don't know. It's interesting when you take that perspective, but I don't know. Yes, it is fair to say maybe it was a panic response. Here's the deal, though. Where there was a lockdown and where people actually followed it, it's worked. Like it has had the effect of flattening the curve. Like, you know, in the state of like where we are, so where Reeker and I live, we live in the state of Queensland in Australia. We have like no new cases going on. Like, you know, it's rare and it's usually like an anomaly new case of COVID spreading here.
And if we do have a new case, it's coming from overseas.
Yeah, and that's
actual community transmission.
Sorry.
In Florida, I'm pretty sure in one whole day they had 10,000 new cases.
Yeah, and that kind of paints a picture for you too, Srenna, is this. So right now in Australia, like in the state of Victoria, we've been talking about it. Now this place has been literally locked off. So imagine an entire state literally locked off from the rest of the country. Everybody is being pretty much locked in their homes right now, like to the point where police are literally guarding public housing towers, making sure nobody leaves. Police are also like just patrolling hotspot. They have designated hotspots where the virus is known to be prevalent in, and those places are completely locked down. You do not leave your home, and they are patrolled. Yeah, it's very much what you see in a Black Mirror episode, what you see in a sci-fi movie. It's locked down. Now, the thing with the state of Victoria is, I think their largest overnight recording was like 100 new cases or something. And that's my deal. That is no, they had more than that. I think it was last night. But yeah, that's my deal. Like it is like a speck. It is a speck on the radar compared to what is going on in the United States right now. So it's mind-boggling to hear. You know, like you hear about the response in Victoria in Australia right now, and it's like, well, look at how many new cases are still happening in the United States, and what isn't happening there to respond to it.
Right. Honestly, the only way they can control people, there's 2 things that they have to do. One thing is they would have to write fines for everyone and give them $1,000 fine. So $1,000 fine is the way anyone would ever listen, because that's a waste of money. That's the only way anyone would ever listen, which that's going to take a process which would never happen because it's a crisis. Second thing that they would have to do is, like you said, they would have to have police in and have the police area. But the only problem with that is, you already see how it went with protests. People aren't going to do that. They're just going to protest and it works. So that's something that will never happen. But all this happening happening. It's we have to wait and see what's gonna happen in order for things to get better, you know? Or someone has to step up and kind of like the role of like president in a sense, and like tell people to like do something. There has to be some figure.
Well, that's it. But you know, like, you know, we like the premier for like going back to like Victoria being shut down. Like the premier for New South Wales, she was all about opening the borders. But in regards to, you know, like the massive transmission of cases, your president, instead of, you know, or any form of head of state, should sign some order that mandates all, like for us, you know, the democracy, premiers in America, like you're a republic, that mandate all the governors to enforce, like all across 50, what do you got, 52 states in America?
50 states.
Okay, so across all those states, every single governor, under order of your, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually a legislative problem. The governors are actually doing a fantastic job. It's the people that are the problem.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with needing an executive order, needing the governors to do more, needing the CDC to do more. No, like, I'm not saying that their response has been perfect, because, to be frank, they acted way too slowly. The American healthcare system itself is fucked. Like, you guys don't have, like, any form of financial support. But here's my deal. Now, like, the measures are there, right? Like, there are things in place. There are rules that you're supposed to follow. There's things that you are supposed to do. It's just people aren't doing them, irrespective of how well it's being enforced. And you know what probably doesn't help at the moment over there is certainly, I think it's fair to say, at least to us in the media, it appears there is a huge anti-police sentiment in the community.
There definitely is a huge police thing going on right now.
Yeah, so that, you know, probably only adds. I'm not going to sit here and get into a BLM debate with anybody, but yeah, that doesn't help if you're trying to enforce rules if people don't trust and respect and, you know, believe in the very people you've got in place to enforce those rules. So
we was like, okay, because we've got the Black Lives Matter protests, like, yes, okay, we have well, I think Kasha touched on it a couple of weeks ago, that we have Indigenous people dying in custody. Sure.
Yeah, no, dude, we're not talking. Oi, Reeker, no. We're not talking about BLM.
Okay.
Yeah. I literally just said that.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, sorry, but no, we're not. Not today, anyway. But anyway, what I will talk about is this. Do you think that maybe, guys, that is contributing to the problem at the moment? So there are obviously mass protests still going on in a lot of parts of the United States. We do know where the biggest protests were here, which is in Melbourne. Yeah, well, Brisbane is okay. Brisbane, I don't know, they actually conducted their protests pretty sensibly.
And they had the biggest one.
Yeah, Melbourne, they just protested like you protest a protest. But here's the deal. From that protest, there was mass transmission of the virus. And yeah, we know that's contributed to a lot of the issues I've got down there. Do you think that maybe, Srenna, that is part of the issue at the moment too? Like, we only see what we see on the news. Do you see anything where you are, like...
Definitely. Just with, just the amount of people that just go out on the sidewalk and just walk or go out for exercise. People they don't follow social distancing, whatever, they just act like it's every day. they just don't care. People here, they don't believe it's a thing. Like, people honestly don't believe it's a thing. I think it's a conspiracy that the government came up with for to, like, some war or something. That's what people in America think. So, they're not everybody, but a good majority of people think it's something the government made up, and they think, oh, everything from all these cases and stuff because they haven't known anyone or they haven't gotten sick because they've gone out and done whatever. It's all a conspiracy. It's not true. Like, COVID-19 isn't like the media for, but that's not the case at all.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope it gets better. I really do. All the same, I hope that where you're at, you're safe, and yeah, folks sort of keep clear and don't cause you any grief. Oh boy, as I said, we're very lucky where we are. Maybe, I don't know, maybe just move here, Srenna. Do that.
Yeah, I wanted to. Like, I thought of it. There's 3 places I want to move to now out of the United States. I want to go to Canada, UK, or Australia. I want to go to those 3 places. Those are the only 3 places I want to go to after this whole COVID.
You know, if I didn't live in Australia, I would absolutely want to live in Canada. I'm just throwing that out there. I love where I live, actually. Few people are lucky enough to be able to say that. But yeah, no, seriously, we've literally got it all here. We're very, very lucky. But Canada, oh my God. Probably Vancouver is, yeah, seriously. I actually flirted with the idea a couple of years ago. I thought of moving to Vancouver. Very nearly did it.
Is that the capital of Canada, isn't it?
No. Ottawa is.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of one of those things. Well, no. A lot of people mistake Toronto for being the capital of Canada. But yeah, it's like people think that either New York or LA is the capital of the United States when obviously it's Washington, D.C. People mistake Sydney or Melbourne for the capital of Australia, but actually it's Canberra.
Canberra.
Yeah, it's like that in Canada too. Ottawa is the capital city over there. Although I'm probably just spurting, nonsense and shit you already knew if you are a Canadian viewer, which I know we have a couple. But yeah, I'm with you there. Srenna, let's just, tell you what, guys, let's just move to Vancouver and we'll start a streamer house and, yeah, just start a new... Let's do it. Who gives a shit? Like, no, actually, no. No. Okay, here's the deal. I know this because I've been there. Yeah, it is pretty cold, but you are wearing some wicked warm gear. And everywhere you go is heated. Like, you get on a train, it's heated. You get on a bus, it's heated. You get in a cab, it's heated. It's only when you go outside, and when you do go outside, it's not like you're there in a shirt and board shorts. No, you're rugged up. You're wearing, like, some wicked gear, like clothing that is suited to that temperature. So, yeah, honestly, I'm more comfortable in -40 in the Canadian Rockies than what I am, in Brisbane when it's like, some nearing 40 degrees Celsius. Like, you know what I mean? Hey? Yeah, because I tell you what, I find it easier to get warm than to get cool. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. But yeah.
On the same thing too. On the same. Like, Tim made it ready for 4 years, been out, I've done it through multiple summers and winters. And honestly, I preferred reading Meter Ready in the winter. In the summer, like, literally, it'd be, I'd have like 2 buttons done up on my work shirt. The rest of it is just bloody just hanging out. Because we all wore blue drill pants and all that sort of thing, like proper longs. And you get home, by the time you get home by like, 3:15, you get home, you're literally, like, you just pass out. Because the humidity has sapped all that energy from you. And the same thing when it's pissing down rain and we're walking around in pissing down rain, like proper torrential rainfall, you get home, you're freezing your tits off, man. Like, and I've got a fucked lower back, so it's no good for me.
Yeah.
So you boom, you just like strip off as you walk in to your house, boom, straight into a hot shower, get yourself a bunch of warm clothes, rug yourself right up, so that your body doesn't go into a seizure. So it was all weather work. Rain, hail, shine.
Yeah, I don't know.
The power bill's still got to be sent out.
Because to be honest with you, winter in Brisbane is not winter. Like, I hear what you're saying, but compared to like literally anywhere else, it's not actually all that cold. Anywho, so move on to our last.
About the summer, like when you rock up.
Yeah.
After.
So moving on to our last topic for today, and it's a fun one. I like it. So what I wanted to ask you guys is this, and be honest, be completely honest. All right, I'm going to know if you're lying. I'm talking, what song is your guilty pleasure to listen to? So, I'm going to make sure I explain this properly, all right? I'm talking, you're at home alone. There's literally nobody else around. And, just for good measure, you don't have it blaring on the speakers. No, sir. You've got your headphones in or on, whatever. And there is just a song. It's not your favorite song, okay? It doesn't have to be your favorite song or one of your favorites. It's just a song that you will listen to and you will enjoy by yourself. If it comes on shuffle, maybe you'll go out of your way to listen to it. But yeah, what is it? Everyone has one. Don't be shy.
Dear Agony by Breaking Benjamin, but the Aurora version.
Right. So why wouldn't you want other people to know that you listen to that song?
Because of the words behind it. You know? Like, dear agony, just let go of me. Okay,
just be careful. I don't want to get a DMCA strike down. But
you won't. That's why I sung
Yeah. I was just making sure. But okay, so I don't know why, like, you enjoy it, but you don't want people to know you enjoy it, like based on the the lyrics.
Based on the lyrics, because like it ties in where, like, when because I live on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As I think you do as well, Coop. Like, we've got our dogs and stuff. Like, I live on my own. Like, that song is describing my head, but I don't want people to hear that song when they're coming around for a drink or something like that. Like, I'd rather just play that through my headphones at my computer. Because then, like, you're going to have all those questions, and it's like, mate, you came around to see me and say good day and have a drink.
Fair enough.
I
don't know. I actually think it. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting. I wasn't expecting that kind of song because I actually think it's a good song. So I'm like, like if it was me, I don't know, I wouldn't be I guess I'm looking for a song that you listen to that you wouldn't be embarrassed about if somebody caught you listening to it.
If that's the case, then shit. Fuck, I got so many.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be embarrassed if I was listening to that.
Like, oh god.
Well, Srenna, what was your song?
Man, I don't have to think about this one.
I have one by an artist called
Sorry?
Spanish artist. Summercam, Summercem. He's a Spanish artist, like Spanish rapper, I guess you could say. It's not like a song necessarily I'm embarrassed to listen to, but it's like a Spanish song that like people don't understand the lyrics to, so they would always ask questions as to like why do you listen to that, or like because it's a different type of like music that they would listen to, they have all these questions and stuff like that. those are like songs I like for like dance music or like workout music, you know, do things on my own time.
Yeah, but okay, so when we say guilty pleasure, I don't know, maybe it's just because you're on a podcast and you don't want to be embarrassed. I get it.
If it's guilty pleasure, honestly, if it's guilty pleasure, Rocket Man by Elton John.
Okay.
I'm a Rocket Man.
All right, I get it, because, you know, all right, I don't know. I respect you for listening to that song. I dig that.
I love Elton John. I was brought up with Elton John. I love him.
Yeah, no, okay, no.
Me, I'm too open and everyone pretty much knows my music and I don't really care, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm also trying to like make you guys just pick a more embarrassing song, because mine is like just the ultimate embarrassing song. But anyway.
There is one though that my friend, I'm thinking the name. It's like a dance type of song, but I forget what the name of it is. It looks like a different type of song. I have to think of the name of it so I can give it to you. So that would be one of those songs. But I actually have to look up and see.
So when they, just to anybody that's like watching this later or anyone that's watching now, when they say, oh, I've got to have a think, I can't remember the name of the song, they're just really weighing up whether they want to disclose it right now. And that's
so many songs like that. Guilty pleasure songs.
Yeah, I don't know. I was actually, I'll empathize with you guys. I was straining to think of one myself. I was like, no, I listen to mostly cool music. And then what was I doing? I was just that's right. I just had my headphones on and you know, I've got my iTunes on shuffle. So, you know, bear in mind my iTunes, you know, shared between myself and my wife. And yeah, so there's my music and then there's, you know, a few songs that she's thrown on there too. So yeah, it's just on shuffle on the general library, and then yeah, this particular song came on for me, and yeah, I was jamming to it. And then yeah, I before I even realized I was jamming to it, and then
what song?
Knowing that we had this topic coming up, I was like, oh shit, this is my song. Fuck. Like yeah. So what was the song? It was. Are you sitting down? It was Teenage Dream by Katy Perry.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, mate.
That's good.
Not even her best song, like, arguably, is...
No, but...
Oh.
Katy Perry is a fucking babe.
She's alright.
She's got a mean voice.
She is okay.
She puts out some bloody good pop songs.
Oh, yeah, she's a great pop artist, absolutely. Not somebody that I myself listen to. That being said, my wife and I did go and see her live a few years ago when she was here in Brisbane. So yeah, and that doesn't help me anymore, does it? It's like, no, it's just a one-off, you know, it's a jivey song, it's catchy, yeah, maybe Coop just, you know, was in the moment. No, I've seen her live as well. So, yeah, that does...
Was she any good? Was she any good?
I better live.
Yeah, it was good. It was...
Like in concert,
yeah. Yeah.
Was she any good?
Yeah, it was good. I'm not gonna... I don't know, it's hard, because I see a lot of live music, right? So I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, she was amazing, like it was the best show I've ever seen, because yeah, I've certainly seen better, but she didn't suck, is how I'd sum it up. She was, yeah, it was about what you'd expect. Like if you fork out that money and you go and see like a pop star like that live, yeah, it met expectations. The show met expectations. She was a good performer. She was like sick at the time, so she was like, yeah, she could still sing okay and everything like that. And I don't know, she had a tissue up on stage at one point. That was kind of funny. But no, she was good. She was good. I'm not gonna sit here and rip on Katy Perry. I'm not saying that she's a bad artist. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and shit on her as an artist or anything like that, or say that her music's bad. I'm just saying, yeah, like if you look at literally everything else that I listen to, yeah, yeah, you wouldn't expect to see a Katy Perry song in amongst that. So, Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure song, Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. That shit comes on and yeah, I just jam.
You jam.
I
Jam
jam.
hard.
I jam. Imagine Coop jamming to Katy Perry. And you know what? All you thirsty folks out there, I know you're out there. I know you're out there. That's your candy for today. That's all you get.
I can see you jamming the Katy Perry.
I can share a really cool concert experience with you guys if you want to hear a really cool
Yes, I want to hear a cool concert experience. Please, I love cool concerts.
Okay. So have you guys heard of a band called Flood?
Did you say Flood?
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf? I've heard of Flyleaf.
Oh, right.
I've heard of Flyleaf, yeah.
Yeah.
Two singers. Had an original singer and when the new singer was on stage, because the original singer was there and she was there with her kid and she just had a kid and she couldn't leave because she had a kid in her. So they had the new singer.
You did.
Well, when I went there to see the new singer, I dyed my hair teal for the concert and everything. And I was in the front row. Well, she got to hold my hand through the whole entire song. Towards the end of the song, she touched my hair and she was like, I love your hair. And afterwards, I got to meet her drummer, Pat, right? And I got to actually talk to Pat and he actually gave me a hug after the show and everything. I got to have some interaction with them. I met the guys from POD and that main singer, I forget the guy with the dreadlocks, his name, but I got a hug from him. I got to meet them talk for a little bit. So it's kind of cool getting to interact with different bands and things like that.
That's fucking sick that you got to interact with Flyleaf.
That's sick. That's arguably cooler than my Calvin Harris story.
That was when I was like, what, 16?
16. I don't know.
You would have been fangirling hard.
Yeah, mate.
Like, both years. Like, yeah, sorry, go on, yeah.
Hey, no, like, I want to know more about this. Like, yeah, like, that is super cool. Like, I don't know, if it was me in the same situation, I don't know if I would have kept all of my clothes on, if you know what I'm saying. Like, damn.
I mean, like, you stripped right off and was like, hey, private room, let's go.
Yeah, look, let's put it this way, guys. It's a good thing that I'm a man, alright? If I was born a lady, or if I ended up a lady somehow, I would be one of those women at the concert that throws their panties on stage if the act is good. Like, that's just, that is how hyped I get. I'm a hype person. So yeah, no, that would 110% be me. In that situation. Holy shit, I probably, yeah, damn. But, I don't know, I don't know, object in chat if you don't want to hear the Calvin Harris story again. I feel like I've told it a lot on stream. But,
I haven't heard it.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, okay. Well, great. I'll retell the Calvin Harris story. So,
I'll tell my Tim Freeman story.
Yeah, absolutely. So, 2011, a couple of weeks after the floods, actually. So, we're in Brisbane City. Everything's pretty much cleaned up. Calvin Harris came to town. He was on tour. He was touring with Rihanna, but I didn't go and see Rihanna live. What I did was I went and saw Calvin. He did a sideshow at the Family nightclub in the Valley in Brisbane. Anyone in Brisbane knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyone that doesn't is like, yep, okay, nightclub in Brisbane. Gotcha. So,
go to the Valley, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
I go to the Family, but I don't go into the Valley.
That's okay. I'm going to explain to you. So, it's actually, it's all right. It's a decent nightclub. So, it's got a raised DJ booth. There's a dance floor down here. There's a DJ booth up here. And then there's balconies all around. And then, like, more dance floor up here. Anyway, so...
Sounds like the Cube in Toowoomba.
No, better than that. Like, the Cube is...
I don't even think shit's all over the Cube.
Oh, the Cube's alright. But anyway, so... Anyway, so your boy is in this balcony over here. DJ booth's there, so very, very, very close to the DJ booth. Calvin Harris is playing his set. Your boy is fucking drunk as a skunk. Anyway, you know, as I said, I'm a hype person. I'm a hype guy. If you need somebody to follow you around and hype you, that's me. That's just who I am. So, you know, add alcohol into mix. live music. I'm having a damn good time. His set was fire. I climbed off the balcony over into the DJ booth, arm outstretched. He sees me, and I go, "You're fucking legendary, man!" And then, yeah, I don't know, imagine 2011 Coop doing this. Anyway, and he freaks the fuck out. He's like, "You crazy fucker!" And then he high-fives me. And then I get, like, literally, I start freaking out because he's actually high-fived me. 2 seconds later, I get dragged back over from the bouncers. And, they didn't kick me out, actually. In hindsight, I've always been weirded out by that. I'm like, if I was the bouncer, I would have kicked me out. No, they just, like, they held me, like, up against the wall and everything like that. And they were just like, "Listen, mate, you stay out of the booth and you stay on this side of the balustrade or you're out of here. You hear it?" And I was like, "Yes." And then, anyway, they let me go, and then I got to enjoy the rest of the show and everything like that. But yeah, anyway, forever immortalized is my hand. Actually, I had like a wristband on from the show. I was so psyched by the fact that hand had, high-fived Calvin Harris that I didn't take that wristband off for literally months after. At the time, I ended up with like a fungal infection from it. Like, yeah, it was pretty fucked up. But anyway,
That's awesome.
that's my story. What was your story, Rika?
Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys heard of the band called the Whitlams.
Yeah, who
They
hasn't?
formed back in around when I was born, I think.
Yeah, they sang a
really?
song called The Pokies. They're fantastic, the Whitlams. Yeah.
Like he's done a bunch of other songs as well.
Mhm.
But Tim Friedman, he came to the Spotted Cow in Toowoomba.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, because he's the last live member. Like the original lineup of the Whitlams,
Mm-hmm.
okay, are dead. The other
Yep.
two fellas both topped themselves. Okay, one gambling addiction. I think the other one he was alcohol or drugs.
So Tim Friedman came to the Spotted Cow in Toowoomba.
Yep. I was drunk in Carlton Dry schooners. God, this is like $4 a schooner, $4 a schooner at the bar. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm getting into this." And then I gave him a bit of me drunken state, like singing along to all the songs, and everyone's just all standing there. And I turned around because he played Louis Bidet. Which is about his drummer who topped himself. And I said, "Oh, how is Louis?" I said something like, "Oh, how is Louis going?" Or, I don't know, I was fucking blind.
Yeah.
He turned around and literally shut me down, and like the whole fucking crowd just turned around and just looked at me. And it's like, yeah. And he had a bottle of Captain Sheik, Sauv Blanc, on the side of his piano.
Jeez, I wouldn't have picked him for a Sauv Blanc drinker, but damn.
No, yeah, no.
So pretty much you inadvertently heckled the lead singer of the Whitlams, and then he fucked you off, and then the crowd hated you, and you...
He was hating me because I was like busting out like every word of every song that he was playing with his current lineup.
Oh, yikes.
And it
Oh,
was like, you fucking grew up with this fella. Like, come on.
that's crazy. I love that he played there, actually. I've been to that pub. It's not a big place for
No,
a
it's
live... Like,
It was.
for live music to be played, yeah.
Yeah, no, he was there. He's there. And
Yeah, oh, I believe you, yeah. I'm just like, I'm trying to picture it, and yeah.
It was so good. And $4 Carlton Dry Scooters, like, come on, you can't complain.
You realise they were $4 because it's Carlton Dry.
Hey, Carlton Dry is a pretty good drop.
Now, I should point out, this is not a sponsored stream. It's not like I'm trying to advocate another beer. But I'm just not a particular fan of Carlton Dry. By the way, if you are a beer sponsor, like, yeah, apply within. Anyway.
Line Nathan and CUB, hit hit me boy up, Coopy.
Yeah,
Get
no.
the sponsorships.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine tomorrow I'll get, like, Carlton Brewing Company in contact with me. They'll be like, hey, so how about you drink our beer on stream? And I'll be like, no. Anyway.
But I've got it in another
Yeah.
big cooler.
No, we're all good. But, oh, yeah. No, it's a fun thing. You guys have probably, if you've watched my stream at all lately, I've complained a lot about how quiet it is for me on stream. Because I don't have the music playing anymore. I can't have the music. Yeah, so if you're any form of like console streamer, or even non-console streamers have the same issue. You have the game turned down a lot. Yeah, and you can barely hear the game music or whatever's playing.
I play World of Warcraft with no background music.
Yeah.
And just my attack sounds.
Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, I just have it all turned down because otherwise I get an echo between that and the mic, and I don't want to wear a headset or anything. So, yeah, it's literally like dead quiet for me when I stream now, which is bumming me out a bit.
Way to send you that music so that way you can use it during the stream.
Yes.
Say again. What was that? Sorry again.
Music that I'm making, I'm gonna find a way so I can send it to you so you can check it out, and if you like it, you can use it.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I was like whinging and bitching about this. So Srenna has actually started making music, which I just, in of itself, I think is awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, I couldn't make a tune, guys. Let's be real about that. I sing a lot. Doesn't mean that I'm good at it. Yeah. So Srenna's started making music. And correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, Srenna, how about you say it? That way I don't say anything that's wrong. Tell people about your music and whether it is or isn't rights waived.
So basically, it's from a free app I found. It basically gives you the copyrights to basically get this music out to people and share it on platform, whatever platform you run. It basically gives you the rights to the music. Basically, what it does is it's an app where you have to basically hit every individual button to make lyrics or music for me because it's just a simple app that I found. Well, this thing, you can mess it up pretty easily, but it takes some time to get it to actually make songs, but we can actually get it to make songs. They're actually really good songs. So I've been able to make a couple of really good tracks. I'm still working on a few. But for what I've made from it so far, they're actually really good, and it's actually a pretty good start for what we have so far for music for right now, so I can get some better music that's going on. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I dig that. I dig that. Well,
you just got to be careful over the record labels because it's the record companies that are doing the strikes.
Yeah, so Sony, Universal, and Warner. But hey, guys, if your bot's watching this right now, you can't get me because we're not listening to any music. But yeah, anyway, that's just something that I've noticed while I've been streaming has been, like for me when I'm streaming, like anyone that's watching, they've got all the noise. They've got the game noise. They've got the game music. They've got me talking. Like, yeah, you're set if you're watching stream. But as a streamer, it is dead quiet. Pretty much. Yeah, like I get like a smidge of audio from the game that I can actually hear. The rest is just me assuming. Yeah.
It was for me when I first started streaming, and then all of a sudden hearing the big music thing as I just get into Twitch, and then for me it's really weird because I'm so used to that music right off the bat, you know. And for you using it all the time, it must be weirder for you doing it for a longer time, you know.
Oh yeah, like how many times? Like I don't know. It kind of is part of your vibe, if that makes sense. Like I'm not saying that a streamer is nothing without their music, but yeah, I don't know. You just you just become more entertaining, I think, or you can be more entertaining if you're sitting there jamming to something. Like you're not just sitting there playing a game. You go from like this to.
I see it as another way as like creative freedom.
Like you know what I mean? Like yeah.
It's like I used to just chuck a YouTube mix on when I was streaming. Like I chuck my YouTube mix on.
Yeah, well, I used to have the song requests enabled through the bot.
Yeah,
so yeah, that was fun. I really liked that.
Cool.
I really liked that. But yeah, I don't know. Those days, for the time being, are gone. Probably are forever. But yeah, so it's nice just to talk a little bit about songs and music and live music. Hopefully we get some acts start touring again sometime soon.
There's a couple of venues in the valley that have started to. I think the Tivoli, he's starting to open his doors up again for live acts.
No, that's cool. In the meantime, guys, and you would have seen something in our Discord about it, but I don't know. I literally, I'm getting nothing from this, but I just want to plug Isolade Music Festival. So they are a channel on Twitch. What they are is this. So all of the, well, not all of, but a huge chunk of the artists who found themselves out of work because of the shutdown. Usually these guys would be playing at nightclubs or at pubs or whatever it might be. All of a sudden, with all of those places being shut down, they had nowhere to play music and so weren't getting work. So they all, I suppose, joined up with Isolade Music Festival. And so what that is, they tend to stream every Saturday, pretty much from, I don't know, like the start of the afternoon, late till late at night. It's really, really good. All of those artists play a set on the stream. It's absolutely fantastic. Recommend you check it out. What it is supporting those artists. All of the subs and donations and everything that go towards it gets dispersed to the artists. So yeah, just I don't know, if you're looking for something to listen to on a Saturday, yeah, go and check that out. I don't think that you can stream the music. I don't think the rights have been waived or anything like that. But yeah, go check that shit out. It is a whole lot of fun.
They wouldn't because they wouldn't make their money.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you're just looking for something to do, and you know, if I'm not streaming on Saturday, then yeah, go and do that. Go and watch that. I've tuned in myself a few times now. And whenever I tune in, there's a different kind of artist. You know, if you're on later, there's some DJs playing some pretty banging sets. Or yeah, if you're on a little earlier, there'll be a band playing. And yeah, it's actually fire, to be honest with you. And you know, I don't plug shit that isn't actually good. If it's good, then it's good, as far as I'm concerned. So go and check that out.
Check the link in the Discord.
It's in there.
Check it out.
It's in there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just rehashing that. But anyway, guys, that's all that we've got to talk about for today. Thank you again for jumping in and joining me on the podcast. What I'll do is give you guys a quick shout out. So first,
thanks for having us.
Certainly not foremost. Do I have a mod? Technically, you should be doing this, Srenna. You are actually a mod on my channel, but here we go. It's fine. I've got it. So,
ladies first.
No, I've got it. So, no, I didn't. I got it right. Harlot, don't do that. Don't do that. No. So first of all, EGNSsrenna, go and check her out if you haven't already. Chuck her a follow. Go and watch her stream. She's a whole lot of fun. What is it? The Lion Pack. That's what you call. Yes, the Lion Pack. Raw. Raw, Harlot. Thank you very much for the bits.
Do you guys hear my intro for when someone follows?
Sorry?
Hear my intro for when someone follows my channel. Do you hear my intro for it again? I think you guys heard it yet.
Yeah. Well,
I bet to unfollow and follow you again and see what happens.
I don't know. Maybe, if anything, guys, maybe that just means, you know, keep an eye out for if she's online, and then go into her stream and follow her when she's on stream. But otherwise, just go and like watch her. She's a whole lot of fun. You'll often find me in her channel hanging out. So, I mean, you know, if you're sick of me, then don't go in there. But I'll tell you what, Srenna's actually a whole lot of fun. Make sure you go and do that. You're at 9K.
And she's down to earth.
You want a bigger channel reward idea? Yeah, don't worry, Harlot. I've got some things coming, my guy. Got some things coming. Oh yeah, thank you to those of you that had 10,000 channel points and decided to redeem those today. Don't you forget, of course, I am going to add more channel rewards. I've got more time lately, so we'll be able to do that. So thanks again, Srenna, for joining us. And also, last but not least, we've got Reeker. Now, dude, I might actually get this wrong. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll get it right. I've got it. I've got it. Yep. No, I got it.
You got it.
Hey! Tell you what, streamers are not mods, guys. Let's put it that way. I'm the example of this. So there we go. Shout out for Reeker in chat. If you haven't already followed Reeker, make sure you go and do that and go and check that dude out. As I don't know, we've given him a few raids lately. And as I always tell you guys, make sure you make him laugh. I love that laugh.
Who fucking says that? I'm gonna be compared to a seal and bloody everything else, but
yeah. When you get it, it takes some work in chat sometimes, but when you get it, it's golden. It's golden. So make sure you catch Reeker when he's on stream. Absolute legend. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Renna. Yeah, I did give Kasha a shout out earlier, but there you go. Again, Kashababey was on with us earlier. I want to tell you guys a story about Kasha. Like, it's amazing that she made this podcast tonight. She's been camping this weekend. She literally got back from camping, came on for the podcast. Like, literally. Like, I let her know that we were coming on earlier. Like, we get ourselves organised before we start this thing, guys. So, when we were, like, coming into the video chat and everything, I was like, hey, Kasha, like, we're jumping in. She was like, yeah, just unpacking. I'll be right in. Like, literally. So, she's coming here. And what she was explaining to us, she's then going to Newcastle for the whatever. But, yeah, so she's had places to be. She still managed to join us today. Kasha, I'm sure by now you all know who Kasha is. In case you didn't, make sure you go and check her out, follow her, watch her stream. Absolutely epic player of the game Skyrim, and I'm not going to say that's a lot coming from me, but maybe it is. Guys, thanks again for joining me. I'm going to jump out of this. I'll mute you guys. Enjoy your night. Appreciate you coming along. That's Raptor Pen number 4 wrapped up. So have fun. Now I'm going to go to we'll hang that up. Oh, where's my? Oh, guys, isn't this trippy? So I'll get this down here. There I am. As I was explaining at the start of the stream, guys, technical difficulties are real. Okay, the struggle is real. But we persevere. Here's the deal. We're not a TV station. We're just some random Australian guy on the internet streaming on Twitch. So, of course, we're going to have problems. Of course, not everything's going to go well. But you know what? This went amazingly for me in the sense that you guys were all here hanging out. A little bit of love in chat, a lot of lurking. Hey, that's all right. I don't always get the chance to respond to chat on these podcasts. Sorry about that. Hope that you guys don't mind too much. I just don't like to break the conversation is the issue. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, firstly, thank you for watching this. I don't know how you get through like this amount of content and then you're like at the end and it's like, oh man, like what a shit podcast this was. No, I'm sure that's not the case, but hey, thanks for watching this on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, hey, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Love you, in fact. Love you. Like, you guys are why we exist. We exist on here. All right. If you haven't already, jump into the Discord. Make sure you go and do that. It's a good time. Always fun. Now, if you also haven't already, which all bar one person hasn't already done it, go and check out my YouTube. So far, I've just got the 2 Raptor Pen podcasts up there. I will be adding more content though, especially over the next couple of weeks. So go and subscribe so that you know when I've added something. Go and check me out there. Otherwise, guys, just know this, and please don't ever forget this. All right. We talked at the start of the podcast about mental health, and yeah, obviously a very unfortunate passing as a result of somebody that, it all just became too much for. What I want more than anything, guys, is this. I don't want that to ever be one of you. All right. As I always say, if you're here watching, if you're following this channel, if you're watching right now, that's enough. You don't need to sub. All right. I love and appreciate everybody that subs, but it doesn't matter if you don't sub. Okay. If you're just here watching this, hearing me, whether it's on Twitch or whether you're watching this back on YouTube, please know and understand this. You do matter. Okay. You do add value to this world, and you do add value to other people's lives. This, that's undisputable. Even if you can't think of anyone, even if you can't think of an example of, a time when you've meant something to somebody or added value to somebody else's life, know this. You being here right now, you hanging out with me, you following my channel, you not following my channel, just watching this, hearing this now, okay? You matter to me, okay? And you have added value to my life just now, all right? Please know that. Please understand. And please just keep on hanging out. Even if everything else seems terrible, look, you can have a good time, all right? Good times exist. And sometimes, most times, every time, it is worth getting through the bad times just so that you can enjoy the good times, okay? Guys, please, a lot of you are already, but that doesn't mean that it's too much for me. If you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to listen, DMs are open. Come and reach out. Come and have a chat. I'm about. Come and chat in a Discord even. Like, it's not just me in there. There's other people there. Go and chat to them in there too. But otherwise, look, we've had a lot of follows that I've not been able to acknowledge through the podcast. So let me take us back. I'm going to acknowledge these bitches. If you have followed throughout this thing, look, I'm going to make sure that you get an acknowledgement. So, Iter Store, hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Ormen CSE, hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Cynical Vicadorgudum, sorry, I fucked up your name, but hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Kebester, thank you for the bitty bits, girl. Appreciate you. Onseliton, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. BLNGHIA, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Mercial Fish, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Butterflying Tour, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Muramura Shona, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Setting, hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. And Ticker Fefone, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. You guys are absolutely legendary. Thank you so much for all of the love, support, and the follows. Like, I know where you're hanging out. I know why we hang out, why we do this. But all the same, doesn't mean that I don't appreciate all the love that we get here. There are a lot of you. For some reason. So, here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go and raid somebody, I think. Go throw them a host, even. Let's see. Who is on right now? Who is it? Who could it be? There's a few channels on. You know what? Someone that is yeah, look, I'm going to do this. This is going to be fun. So Scythe often raids me. It's really nice. I'm going to repay the favor, guys. So, going to throw her a host. Make sure you jump in and give her a follow and everything like that. Okay, really appreciate that if you do. Otherwise, look, I think I'm going to stream tomorrow. So if you want to hang out, make sure you jump in. I will stream tomorrow. It'll be a good time. We'll have fun and all those sorts of things. Otherwise, guys, have a great time in the meantime. My name, of course, is Coop. You guys call me the Velociraptor. Don't ever forget that. Okay. And let's go and say g'day to Scythe. Let's go.
Hey Coop, thank you so much for the host. How are you? I was lurking in your stream before.